Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks.
I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Thursday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. The drought remains over here in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Remains over.
It will take a long time for the drought to catch up. Drought's got to kick it in high gear. Wow, we took some rain on.
Bill
Had to be a couple inches.
Yeah, I didn't hear the storm this morning. I usually wake up for big thunderstorms. I guess I didn't hear that. Apparently, you said between 2 and 4 a.m. I didn't hear it at all.
I don't know what time it was. All I know that Sugar was very alert.
Did you say 2 and 4 a.m.?
Yeah, 2 and 4.
I did not wake up. Didn't
you? That's amazing.
I agree. I wake up to everything.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I don't recall hearing the storm this morning.
It was beautiful.
It was
really coming.
It was really nice.
Yeah, it was coming.
Some wind came up because we have in the bedroom there. Sugar sleeps in the bedroom with us, and that's where her kennel is at. And sometimes she gets out of the kennel, and sometimes she ends up on the bed.
Well,
that
happens.
happens sometimes.
She's a dog.
But anyway, we have the window open because Sugar likes it a little cooler in there. She wants the temperature down. She's kind of a polar bear, and so the window is open, and so I got the full effect.
You got the full effect.
I got the full effect of what was coming.
Yeah,
It was
over
windy.
2 inches.
Yeah,
2 inches.
Over 2. Yeah, Greg.
Yeah.
Over. Yeah, his rain gauge. I think he said 2 1/4.
It was insane.
Over 2 is a
Drops
lot.
over.
Oh man, my thing just kicked on, Jake.
What kicked on?
The sound. Wow.
What? You can hear now?
Yeah.
You couldn't hear before.
Popped your ears.
I'm glad you can. Good to see you can hear now.
Just kicked on. That was weird. 2 1/4. 2 1/4, but it'll be clear by 8.
I didn't notice like a bunch of tree limbs down at all. We usually with this if a big thunderstorm, you see limbs down. My drive was pretty clear this morning besides big puddles.
Yeah, there was some good wind, but it wasn't
I
ridiculous.
don't think it was a thunderstorm per se.
Then by the time it came out this morning, it was still raining really hard. That was just a nice, calming rain.
Yes. 100.
100.
100. Now, it'll be when we leave the ticket today, me and Bill, it'll be, I'm not saying it'll be perfectly blue sky, but it will not be raining. It'll be.
That's your weather report?
Yeah. I'd say by 7:30, we'll be out of it.
Doppler Steve.
Doppler's. He's got a lot of nicknames right now. I like that.
You're the
Doppler
Doppler.
Steve.
6:04.
Doppler Steve. I like that.
Second.
There's big news last night here in Lincoln. Not just the storm. There's not just a storm in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Night.
There was a sip at Haymarket Park, Hawks Field.
Yeah.
I've got some audio for you. This was the final pitch of the game yesterday. Nebraska and Kansas State.
Here comes his 107th pitch. Swing and a miss! Jackson Brockett, write your name in the record books. Nebraska's first individual no-hitter since 1954.
That's right. 1954, the last time Nebraska had a no-hitter. Jackson Brockett, 8-0. Huskers beat Kansas State. 12 strikeouts, no-hitter last night. How about that for a bounce back from a loss to Creighton the night before?
It's incredible.
It's pretty awesome.
Kansas State was 35 in the RPI.
You don't hear about no-hitters in college baseball very often. They don't go the distance typically.
Right.
So I was just going to say what I'm very, very proud of is it was 7th inning like that. Well, pitch count says you're done. It's like, no, we're pitching. I like that.
9-inning no-no.
Yeah.
A 9-inning solo no-no.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. 9-inning solo no-no. You don't see that in college. You don't see that's children.
You don't see guys go 107 pitches very often either. But that's because this was meaningful at this point. This was for a purpose, and it ended up working out for Nebraska.
107 is efficient for 9. That's really efficient. I mean,
what I like is this. So this is someone you think that as the game goes on, you're going to get a little more tired. He strikes out the final 2 batters. Struck him out. Velocity was still very high for Jackson Brockett end of the game. So kudos to Nebraska baseball and Jackson Brockett. First no-hitter since 1954.
Needed it.
Nebraska baseball.
Needed it. They were not playing well in the. They were 3-6 in the midweek. Now they're obviously 4-6 in the midweek. In fact, they had lost 5 straight midweek games. So that they did. That's good. I mean, they're going to make they're an NCAA tournament team right now. I don't know if the regional hosting a regional, maybe that ship has sailed, but they look like an NCAA tournament team. They're a game out of first in the Big Ten.
They need a little spark in the midweek, and that might have helped going forward.
Yeah,
A little spark.
Purdue and Illinois are first in the league. Nebraska's in a group in second. They're in good shape. They're going to Minnesota this weekend now. Minnesota's 6-9 in the league. Why do I know all this?
Because you're a baseball expert over there.
Yeah, I'm like Peter Gammon.
Steve Gammon.
Is Gammon still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
Yeah, still alive. Yes,
he's still alive.
Okay.
So shout out to Nebraska baseball. Jackson Brockett no hitter. Anything else, Bill? No, for idle chit chat.
I got nothing.
Idle
Sip,
chit
anything
chat.
for you?
Idle chit chat. I got admonished at Planet Fitness last night for the first time.
Admonished.
Well, I got a stink eye. I got a stink eye from you in the morning.
Side eye stink eye.
What was that
I
all
wasn't
about,
even
by the
trying
way?
to-
Why was he doing
I
that?
don't know what that was.
Oh yeah, it was just like this. It was like the side eye.
I can't. I
I'm
shouldn't
gonna
have
try to
opened
do that again. That was
Yeah.
not intentional.
So what
I
happened?
shouldn't open up this can of worms because I can't. Bill could make this guy's face. I can't do it.
Ooh.
So what were you doing? Were you doing
okay.
something?
There was a guy doing his.
Were you doing triceps?
No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good question,
That's it.
though. It is. You're asking good questions. He was doing leg extensions. This man
was.
probably my age, your age.
Yeah, and you're spotting him.
No, I walked in a manner that I clipped his leg extension, and instead of him saying "You're cool, it's fine,"
Yeah.
he gave me a major league stink eye.
Really?
Yeah, the first time I've ever experienced that at Planet Fitness. So I was like, whoa, okay. I didn't say anything. I just walked on.
You
I
didn't
was like,
respond back at all with a
I
face.
just said, that's cool. It's good. I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I was just right in the middle of his leg extension. I wasn't looking.
Why are you walking
I
so
couldn't
close
imagine
to
you
him?
that close to being to a leg extension.
Well, if you saw the configuration, you'd get it. There's rows of equipment, and I just ducked between rows and hit him. You know, I just didn't see the extension went up.
So you were checked out then?
a little
A
bit.
little checked
I
out?
was
Zoning out?
looking at my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you looking at your phone?
Mhm.
Yep. Typical.
Otherwise, Planet Fitness was fine.
I got one the other day too. Where you generally
At
what?
the gym.
There is a code that is just usually universal, where if something's not being used, and you walk up and somebody else like you're using, what do you always say? No, just work in. You're fine.
Yeah,
Just
right.
work. So wasn't being used. Tricep extension. I walk up and guy from distance. He's over another machine. Goes, I'm using that. And I looked at him like, "Are you?" He's on another machine. He looked over. He goes, "I'm using that." In my face, I was just to this day. I still see him. I still give that look, kind of like, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was.
That's amazing.
I just stopped and
Yeah.
went to a different machine and
Don't-
do whatever.
Yeah.
But usually it's always 100%. There's one thing you say. First of all, there's no one on it. And if he comes up, the person always says, "Don't worry about it. Just jump in, whatever." And here's the thing. Also, I don't jump in with anybody. If it's being used, I just stay. I just do
Wait.
something else.
Yeah,
I just do something else. I don't care.
Yeah, me, same. That's funny, though. I can't even imagine saying to somebody, no.
No,
That's me.
That's me. That's mine.
Yeah.
He was on and he was on a different machine. He was doing lat pull downs. He was. I'm on that. I'm just like,
He was on a
really?
different
You're like,
machine.
you're like,
Yeah.
you're not really.
Yeah.
You're on that machine.
You're on that
Oh,
machine.
boy, that's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
No, that's not good.
No.
No, but Planet Fitness is an amazing place, Jake. It's an amazing place.
Yeah,
I told
that
the front desk worker yesterday, I don't know how you guys do. There's never any problems here. It's never. 2 years, no problem.
There's a small track up at the gym I go to, up by the weight area, and some person was like on a 5-lap walk, and I tried to get
Okay.
on the machine that was like over there. Like, no, same thing.
Same thing.
I'm on. You've been walking for 5
Yeah, no,
laps. You're
yeah.
not on this machine anymore. No,
Yeah.
you.
don't get a hold of it.
I'll give you
Once
maybe
you
one
leave
lap.
once you-
maybe
Not even
You
that.
do that?
When you give both hands up.
I'm
There it is, right there. There it is.
There was.
There it
I
was.
kind of gave that face too. So we've all had
Yeah.
the experience recently of that.
Maybe there's tension or something. I don't.
Yeah.
What's going on at these
How
gyms?
do you claim a machine for 30
No.
minutes basically?
Ah,
Besides maybe a treadmill.
people
There's
really
that,
don't.
and we also have,
weightlifting machine.
I don't see him all the time. We have someone on that he must read everything on his phone.
Mhm.
Or either he's on social media or he's just reading something. I've seen people just like have stuff they just download or whatever. But if he's on a machine, so he'll get like on the leg extension machine, do a set, then just read for 10 minutes.
Half hour.
Then do a set,
Yep.
then just read. I mean, doesn't get up off the machine for like 30 minutes.
Oh, amazing.
We all know
I
that
know
guy.
that. I
And
know
I
that
do.
guy too.
I
We
kind
all know those
of
people.
walk by with this one. I'll give him the look a little bit like, what are we doing here?
And then the other thing we've talked about with the gym that's profound to me, how silent it is because everybody's got earbuds in. It is incredibly different than it used to be. It's just dead silence. in
Dead
the
silent.
gym.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be 50 people in there, and there is sometimes at Planet Fitness. And you walk in, and it's just dead silent. Nobody's talking. If there's, it's like communication, nonverbal. Like, yeah.
And you don't like that, or you do like that?
I don't know what I like. I don't know if I like it or dislike. It's just weird.
Yeah,
to
there's
me.
no
It's
talking.
different.
Yeah.
I do, but I enjoy my gym that I go to. I bet that I fist bump at least 20 people.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of that.
Yeah, they're like, everybody's like, there's like, hey Gary, hey boom, 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 and everybody's in there.
Fitness isn't
Say
like
hi to
that.
people. I know the workers. Figure out what's going on with those guys.
Yeah, I
Talk
know
to
the
them.
workers, but I don't.
We don't talk in depth of anything. Of like, no, it's more just like I'll check up on one little thing, boom, that's it, and I'm off and going.
Yeah.
I have headphones on too. I'm listening to some sort. I listen to a podcast.
Do you?
That's what I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you listen to?
What's that? I listen to Childers and Neuheisel.
Good job.
Yeah, I listen to Childers and Neuheisel. I enjoy that.
There's some good coffee talk for
I'm
you.
impressed.
Sparky.
I mean, that people listen to our show when they're working out. I just can't imagine myself listening to
The ticket.
or just talk radio when I'm working out. I appreciate those. I respect
Maybe we
those who
should-
do, and I love that they do. But I would need some sort of music. I
Maybe-
don't put headphones.
I'll flip over every now and then and be like, okay, I'm going to go music for a while. I'll do that.
I never do. Maybe
Oh,
we should be
yeah.
more motivational if people are listening when they're working out.
Yeah, yeah.
Finish
Don't
that
stop
rep.
talking.
You got this. You got this rep. Come on, finish it.
Maybe not play a song one
Push
week.
through.
Don't play a song 1 week later that Civil had no knowledge of. It's an incredible song, Jake.
Maggie May. Back to back week.
Back to back.
You weren't here.
I wasn't here.
I was
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I was not here.
I said something like.
It was just
we
you
talked
and-
about
you-
this.
They said apparently you were here. People are confirming that Sip was in the building when
To
the
the
song
building,
was played.
talked about it. 1 week later, no knowledge of it. Just as blown away as he was a week earlier.
I think I gave it a similar score.
What if I play it again next week? Would you respond the same way? I play it
Maggie
next
May,
Wednesday.
I don't know. Heyman will address this.
I will say
He will.
this, that I did listen to it when I left the show yesterday. I put it on. I listened
Smart.
to it as I was driving. I go, oh,
Yeah, it's good. Never always sounds good.
here's the difference. It gets better as the song goes on. The lyrics are better.
Yeah.
We didn't even catch the good lyrics.
Yeah.
It got better. Talking about making a living playing pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heyman maybe will play it again today.
He's
Heyman.
not. He's got a different song today.
But
Different
he's in the
song.
70s, right?
This is definitely 70s. 70s song.
It's got a chance. But he
Got a-
has a chance.
Got a chance.
We've been in the 70s all week.
Yeah. And how's it turned out?
Really good.
Pretty good
really
week
good.
of scoring.
Josh is with us.
Yes.
Josh is with us. He has a stocking cap.
Josh told me he deleted 15,000 emails yesterday on his email because he couldn't take emails anymore. It was completely full. 15,000 emails in a day he got rid of. I'm proud of him.
That's a lot.
That's
a lot.
That's a pain in the
All
butt.
he was
What it
doing
is.
during the show yesterday was deleting.
delete.
Yeah, that's for 2 hours he
Yeah,
deleted
about
emails.
15,000 of them.
That's
Pretty-
something I'll do now on the plane.
Really?
Not
Just
not
delete
emails.
them?
But I delete photos because I take so many stupid screenshots of stuff.
They're not dumb, Bill. You can't get rid of the
And I
screenshots.
keep-
Come
and I
on.
send them. So I'll go through. I'll start laughing. Sometimes I can't believe I kept this one. Yeah. So so there's a lot of times
Delete. Yeah,
I
just
do
so your
that.
storage is
But
okay.
it could go for a whole flight and still wouldn't get it done.
I don't think you could you ever reach your full capacity on your phone with photos?
Oh yeah.
Could you?
Yeah,
I think so.
really?
Yeah,
I think
people
you could.
always have to delete
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
on their phone.
really?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I'll file that.
Depends how much storage you have available.
Okay. Seems
But
like I
yes,
got a lot.
absolutely, it happens. That is Idle
Yeah,
Chit
that's
Chat,
enough.
sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297. Reminder, 50% off your first fertilizer application this spring. If you haven't done it yet, call him at 402-440-6297. Okay, we talked about Tom Fernelli, CBS Sports, the other day with his wonderful lead about cicadas.
Yep.
He was talking about Nebraska football and how they've been not very good for quite some time. 13 to 17 years, the cicadas who've been buried for might be curious what happened in Nebraska football. That was the lead the other day. Well, he might be Sip, the new king of the offseason, right?
He has
Tom Fernelli,
He has been.
very good for CBS Sports, takes care of the slower months of May, June, and July.
Well, what's he do? He gives us discussion points.
Gives us discussion points. Well, he was looking at some Big Ten overreactions post spring ahead of the summer ahead in fall football, and he's got a couple things that I think make sense. He says for Ohio State, it's national title or bust. I would buy that. Would you not believe that?
I don't even think that's an overreaction. But here's the thing: he's just framing it up in a way. I don't think you got to go too far to hammer him for any of this. He's just setting up a way to present his information.
For example, he has Iowa's overreaction. The Hawkeyes finally have a modern college football offense.
Yeah,
that's what he says. Coaching staffs make a point not to put too much on tape for opponents to see in spring games, but there was a sense that new Iowa offensive coordinator Tim Lester wanted to make sure Iowa fans knew he was not going to have the same offense that they've had the previous couple of years. So
when was Iowa on?
I don't even know when the spring game was.
Was it on the Big Ten Network? I don't know. So I have no knowledge of it being on, because I'd like to have seen it. Because one thing I was taken back with was that the quarterback, their Michigan transfer, he didn't practice again.
Cade McNamara.
He's still out. He's not cleared until June.
Was not a full participant this spring.
I mean, that's a lot. I mean, he injured that in August.
Yeah.
When did he?
No, it was the first game
in September.
Yeah, it might have hit September.
Yeah, early September.
Think about that injury. September.
ACL.
Still not going.
ACL. There's a lot in here. Jake, I thought the thing was, this was a good way for Bill, Jake, everybody, just to start learning now. This was a good entry point. It's fun. It's a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's some things you don't know, Jake. I mean, I had no idea Illinois has a transfer left tackle from New Mexico that could be the best left tackle in the Big Ten.
J.C. Davis, his name.
Good job, Jake.
Did not know that. That's it. When I read that, could Illinois have the best offensive line in the league? I'm like, I had no idea it even had a decent offensive line. Nor did I know that Purdue had a pass rush.
Just go team by team.
Yeah.
Right.
Just go team by team here.
Here's what Fernando says the overreactions for each team. Yes, he says Illinois, Illinois could have the best offensive line in the conference.
Okay.
It's a potential overreaction, but it's something he's talking about.
I like it.
Indiana says, for Kurt Signetti, who said, all I do is win.
Google me.
That
I will say this: when that comes up the week that the Huskers play, I want that play. We will lead every show off with Google me.
Yeah,
Google
and he's in trouble because when they lose, people are going to be like, Google me.
Oh yeah, Google me. Google that game.
All right. Indiana says there aren't enough balls to go around for all the skill players on this offense.
How about that? The way I pondered this was in a very negative way. Is it possible that Indiana has better skill players than Nebraska?
They brought over.
Yes.
Remember his
chances. Yes.
His JMU team was real.
JMU, James Madison.
Yes, and he brought a lot with him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Louis.
Yeah. See, they got 4 transfer running backs. I'm gonna turn their film on. 4 transfer running backs. I don't know what that's going to look like, but apparently they have a lot of skill. Keep going. I already did Iowa. Do Maryland.
Okay, Maryland.
Yes, do it.
The Terrapins still can't run the football.
Well, they averaged 3.7 per carry last year. That's not
good.
That's not good. I don't know, but they were pretty good though. That's the thing. Maryland wasn't bad.
They're a bowl team.
They pushed Michigan
here in Lincoln.
Pushed Michigan to the absolute limit while Nebraska was in Wisconsin. Remember that game? Watching in the hotel weight room. Maryland was pretty good.
I love a hotel weight room.
I know. I was the only one in there.
I love those.
Yeah.
It really is. And I walk into it's like, all right.
Yeah, there we go.
There's nothing better when you fob your way in or you're keying and there's no one else in there.
Yeah, 100.
You look around going, all right, get down.
Oh, yeah. Wherever we stayed, I don't remember the hotel. It had to be a Marriott property, but this was like, it was an incredible weight room. Anyway, Michigan, this is the greatest defense of all time. And where are they good, Bill?
Up front. I'll
Yep.
say this. When I watched the Michigan spring game, I was taken back by the quarterback play on just the lack of. And I still, on defense, I was like, whoa, they still got dudes. That was my takeaway from watching it.
Remember the names Mason Graham and Kenneth.
Or just Graham.
Graham.
Still have problems.
Graham.
Kenneth Grant. And then they say Will Johnson could be Fornelli. Will Johnson could be the first corner selected.
Next year.
Yeah.
In the draft.
Wow.
So they're loaded on defense. They had 13 guys picked in the draft. So 13 NFL players no longer on the team.
And they still have a good team. Think about that.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking about it. They probably are a top 5 team in the Big Ten, right?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yes.
Top 5.
Yes.
Yes.
Who else?
Keep going.
Michigan State, Aiden Shiles is the chosen one. Aiden Shiles.
QB.
From Oregon State.
QB that came along with that new coach, Jonathan Smith.
That's right.
He was 7 of 14 in the spring game for 106, so not really
That's
good,
not that impressive.
but showed flashes according to Fornelli.
I think that's going to be a tough one. I think they're going to struggle.
Michigan State.
Yeah, I don't see that
Struggle
going
bus.
real well. But Jonathan Smith, really good, and nothing could look worse than what Michigan State looked. When you just watched that line, it was mind-boggling that were a Division I football team.
Oh, come on.
They would have finished somewhere 6th or 7th in the Mountain
They beat
West.
Nebraska.
That might be Nebraska's worst loss of the year. That was bad.
It was immensely disappointing.
It was horrible. Yeah.
They would have finished 6th or 7th in the Mountain West.
This is fun, though. This is an entry point into the Big
Yes.
Ten. Minnesota. New name to learn, Bill. Get
Okay.
it. Get it, Jake.
Max Brosmer is the field general this team needs. He comes from New Hampshire.
Didn't
FCS.
he lead the FCS in, was it passing?
I believe you're
Very
right.
possible.
Anyway, he was a very well-decorated
Yes.
player.
Yes, he was up for the Walter Payton Award,
Yes.
which is what?
What's that? The Heisman.
Yes,
Of the FCS.
FCS.
Well
Doing
done.
well. This is
Yes.
good discussion.
Yes.
This is good. This is like I say, entry point into the off season. Max Brosmer looks like the quarterback at Minnesota.
I think
Coming from New Hampshire.
right now my take on Minnesota is because PJ Fleck always has some sort of a following, some sort of a vibe around him. I think now that it's went to one league, one giant 18-team league, that I think Minnesota, I think they're sitting there going like, okay, we were always somewhat competitive, had a chance in the West, banging around, now it's going to be like, no, we don't.
Now they're
No, we don't.
Now they're just
That-
lost in the pack.
They're just lost in the pack. There's a loss in the pack school.
But there's a lot of teams that might just get lost in the pack.
Yeah, when there's 18 teams and only
Right.
the top 2 make it.
I mean, we cover one that could just get lost in the
Okay.
pack if we're not careful, right?
Okay.
They
Absolutely.
won't get lost in our pack, but they could get lost in the pack.
The
There's a
overall
lot
pick,
of
yeah.
teams could just get absolutely just all of a sudden it's like, hey, they're playing decent. How are they? They're 11th in the league.
Exactly.
They're playing pretty
18th.
good.
Yeah,
They're
11th
playing
of
pretty
18th.
decent.
Northwestern's not bad.
Not bad. How are they doing?
11th.
11th, 12th. The look is going to
18.
look so different. Yeah, when
18.
you're not looking at both sides. But at the
18.
same time, just flip it around though, and just imagine what each conference championship game is going to look like.
Mhm.
Last year would have been Ohio State and Michigan going at it again. Don't tell me
back to back
Don't
weeks.
tell me you're not going to watch that. Well, you're going to watch that. Yeah, you're going to watch that.
Watch that. I'm telling you. I mean,
How about the SEC, whoever that's going to be?
Schaefer-
That's going to be 2 elite.
Schaefer doesn't like it when I say this for some reason, but Michigan, Ohio State's my favorite event of the sporting calendar. Michigan, Ohio State is my favorite event.
It's a good game every year. Well,
It's incredible. How intense was that game last year?
Yeah,
How intense was
it's
that?
incredible.
It was every play seemed big to me. Like
I
you don't want
know-
to miss a play.
It's been a tradition for, I don't know, forever, but it's always the big noon. It's always an 11 a.m. East Coast, 12 o'clock kickoff. Always.
Mhm.
I don't like that. I wish that was the 2:30 game.
Now
I wish it was the
I'm gonna push
2:30
back.
game.
I'm totally okay with it. 100%.
it's like
100.
somebody's day off with it.
I'm not. I wish it was 2:30.
I am.
I'm still going to watch it. So are you telling me that if you could pick the start time, you'd still
I
pick?
kind of like starting the day with it.
Yeah.
I like starting my day.
I wouldn't. It's the same thing when you have a game here at Husker Stadium, Memorial Stadium.
Mhm.
You don't want the 11 a.m. You don't want it. No, you don't.
Well, now
you don't
hold
want to be
on.
like, hey,
No,
9
hold
o'clock
on.
and we're
No,
rolling in.
hold on.
here.
No,
Break it
no.
up.
Now
No.
hold on. There's a
It's the
factor
game.
you're not considering, and that is my life.
And so you might have to mow a yard afterwards. You have to mow a lawn.
Got
Or
things
watch,
to do.
or watch football,
Or walk bullet.
or watch football.
My life.
If it's at 2:30, it takes my whole day out. Like don't get done until 9 or 10.
Yeah, there's some truth to that. But
11 o'clock, I'm done at 5. I got football to watch.
Something you don't
There's something-
consider.
there's
My
something-
life.
I don't
Okay,
want-
keep going.
keep
Nebraska.
going. This is great.
Nebraska. Tom Fernelli says there are too many elite quarterbacks.
Okay, that's his overreaction to Nebraska. He kind of misfired on Nebraska.
That was a poor one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like what he said there.
There are too
That
many
wasn't even
elite
funny.
quarterbacks. Read it, Jake. Just read it.
Says the QB position was a disaster for the Huskers last year between Jeff Sims and Heinrich Harburg. Nebraska struggled to move the ball through the air and turn the ball over way too often.
Stop there real quick. For some reason, Purdy got a pass in this. I don't know. Between Jeff Sims and Heinrich Haarberg, Chuba played. Keep going.
Yeah.
The big story this offseason was the arrival of five-star phenom Dylan Raiola, but while Raiola has been crowned the team's quarterback of the future and carries the weight of an entire fan base on his shoulders, he may still have competition from Haarberg. Both played well.
Didn't
in
he
the
just dog
Nebraska spring
Haarberg in the paragraph before?
He just did. Yeah, between Sims
Okay.
and Haarberg.
Come on.
Okay, which I'm not doubting, but I'm just saying I'm not following this.
He comments that both played well in the Nebraska spring game. Raiola was 16-22 with 238 and 2 touchdowns, while Haarberg was 8 of 13 for 163 and 2 scores of his own. So, yeah, you're right, Bill. In the same paragraph, he dogs Haarberg and praises Haarberg. I thought it was his worst one of all of the 18 teams on
He misread Nebraska by labeling Haarberg an elite quarterback. Now, he said that's an overreaction. So, but I don't think there's anybody in the fan base overreacting and saying that Heinrich is an elite quarterback.
No, he misfired in that one.
Yeah, that was a misfire.
That was Spinelli's worst of all 18. And it's too bad it's ours.
And it doesn't have to be. We don't have to be overly critical of him. You can't expect him to know everything. He's writing from a 30,000-foot view.
Yeah.
This is just, I'm going to say it the fourth time. It's an entry point. Keep going.
Northwestern's title is the Wildcats don't have a quarterback.
That's going to be interesting to see.
Sullivan's gone. Ben Bryant is gone. Ryan Helinski, Jack Lausch, and Aiden Gray, the quarterbacks on that roster.
And they're not on a heater right now going like, well, we have a lot of access to some really good quarterbacks in the portal to come to Northwestern.
Mm-mm.
No, not. First of all, they really don't want to go to Northwestern.
Mm-mm.
And B, that's still a school like a Stanford where you don't just come waltzing in. You don't
because of academics.
You don't just come waltzing in. It's like, no, that's not how it works here.
No.
And they're and also where are you playing at? They're putting up portable stands on the practice field. That's where the games will be played.
That's an incredible story. By the way, Helinski, you remember, Jake, Bill, you coordinated against him. He was their you were on the staff, obviously, in Ireland. He was the starter in Ireland. Helinski lost his job eventually.
He did.
Jack Lausch is a runner. Now, I know that about Lausch. He would come in and run the ball. I don't know anything about Aiden Gray. But God,
my statement from earlier will still stand.
What's
Northwestern will have a horrible year.
Now wait a second. They won 8 last year.
4.
Give
me a schedule, Jake.
Ooh.
4.
Jake can do it.
They're going to 4.
I'm going to 4.
Ooh.
I'm going to 4.
Okay. We got time.
You never know who that. I'm not sure. I'm saying that just no matter who they're playing.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Northwestern.
Let's see if we can get 4.
Begins their season at home against Miami of Ohio.
Tough win.
Yeah, whoa. Give them it though. Give them.
Whoa! I don't know if you do.
Well,
that's a coin flip.
Let's say close.
Miami of Ohio had a really good year last year.
Okay,
go ahead.
Then they'll host Duke, who new head coach. The quarterback's gone. Leonard's to Notre Dame now.
Yeah. I'm giving them a loss there.
Okay.
Then they'll host Eastern Illinois.
Win. 2 wins.
Then they head to Washington.
No, they're not beating Washington.
They host a fired up Indiana squad. New head coach with Google
Probably
Me.
Indiana. Yeah, Google Me.
Head to Maryland.
Nope.
Home against Wisconsin.
Nope.
At Iowa.
Nope.
At Purdue, possible.
Hang in there, bang around.
Get that one. Get it. Get that one.
Okay. Then they've got Murderers Row 2 weeks in a row. They host Ohio State and they head to Michigan back-to-back weeks.
That'll be fun.
In November. And then they close with Illinois at home. I think they could get to 4.
Maybe
5.
And also, there's a chance to go 0-2 out of the gate.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
And if they do, they're never getting to 4.
No. Then they look at do you get 2?
Okay.
And then they're like, do we put up more stands on our practice field or less? Take down the Enzo seats in the practice field.
I got to tell you something. If I was a commissioner of the Big Ten, I wouldn't be thrilled about that setup. This is what you're doing. You're setting up stands. There's nowhere you can go play.
They had a play. They were going someplace. What 45 minutes north. They had a place to play. They had a place they were going to play.
This is what you're doing.
And,
if I was a commissioner,
if
I was a commissioner, I'd say this is the Big Ten.
Yeah.
This is the Big Ten conference.
Yes.
I mean, they're hosting Ohio State. Ohio State with portable stands. Ohio State Buckeyes fans.
So it probably
seats in late November.
Probably seats 22,000. And Ohio State will have 21,000.
Oh, okay. Now, if it seats 22,000, I'm okay with it.
It does. It's going to seat. It's set up like the Waste Management. that's
golf
how they
tournament
described
in
it. The golf
Arizona.
tournament in Arizona. That's how I described it.
Okay, I can handle that. That's all right.
I've also got concerns about just safety.
Yeah.
Just portable, just all of a sudden we're stacking people on top of people. This has just disaster potential.
Again, I go back to the commissioner. If it's 22, I was thinking you're talking about like 6 or.
No,
2.
it's going to be like in the 20s or something. But anyway.
All right, keep going.
Ohio State, national title or bust. Who would push back on that?
Wouldn't
that's
push
not
back. They
overreaction.
are loaded.
Yeah, that's exactly
Except-
what this says.
I would say, I thought this the other day, the quarterback who departed that came here to Nebraska on a trip,
Kyle McCord.
ended up at Syracuse. I think right now would clearly be their starting quarterback at Ohio State.
Beat out
Over
Will Howard?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
You think? Yes, absolutely. He
Really?
would be the starting quarterback. Will Howard didn't win the job in the spring.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
It's still going.
And
He's
really,
the favorite.
and
though.
really, and people loved McCord. His teammates did.
I loved him.
They loved him. And
I liked him.
He would still be their starting quarterback.
I liked McCord.
Instead, they got into a beef, stormed out of the office, and now he's at Syracuse.
I like McCord. This is the. If you're a Nebraska fan, this might have made you cringe. This line by Fornelli. Ohio State continues to have an impressive collection of skilled talent to take the load off the QB, and the defense is stacked from front to back.
Though they are. They brought in one of the best safeties in the country from Alabama, right?
Yep.
I mean, they're
Stacked.
loaded. They're
going to be a bear.
They are going to be. And then on defense, they lost nobody.
No.
They lost nobody.
Yeah.
Anyway, who else we got?
A few more. I can't do all of them. We're out of time here. But
we're not out of
Ducks,
time.
the Oregon,
Adjust the
the
clock.
Ducks can win the Big Ten in their first season.
Yeah.
Bo Nix is gone to the NFL. They got Dylan Gabriel to replace
That's
him.
right,
Which
Dylan
is a
Gabriel.
nice addition from Oklahoma.
Do you know the
I
thing
think
that
he'll be so good.
Dylan Gabriel will be good? And you know what people are going to be? Some people that don't follow West Coast football will be taken aback. Oregon will be one of the most physical teams in the Big Ten.
What I loved about Lanning, they interviewed him about coming to, you know what he said? Instead of doing one of these comments of some sort where sometimes new coaches make like that, they're going to have to adjust to us. You know what he said?
What?
We got to be able to adjust to this league.
They'll be fine.
We have to be, but
I
just
get
to
it.
say
though.
that.
Yeah, I get what
And then
you're
guess
saying.
what he said? We have to be good on both sides of the ball up front.
Yeah.
We need to build this team up front.
I think they do that, though.
They do it anyway.
Yeah, they're
because
loaded.
he's a Georgia guy. He
Yeah,
knew that.
yeah.
Why was Georgia good? He G8 at Alabama. Why were they good? It was up front.
God damn.
So he's not trying to get some sort of magical new slot wide receiver.
No. Exactly. Thank you. God bless you. I'm going to tell you something, Jake. I watched them play Wisconsin in a bowl. I'm going to say 3 years ago when they played Wisconsin in a bowl. I stood and watched it because I was freaked out. They were more physical than Wisconsin. I was like, whoa.
They've done a nice job. Who else we got?
The last
Jake?
one, I want to get to this one. This title made me laugh because we know Tom Fernelli good with leads. He's a good writer.
Yes, he is.
Wisconsin, he says, the dairy raid is pasteurized, homogenized, and weaponized.
It's very odd.
How about that from Tom Fernelli about Wisconsin? Homogenized.
Yeah.
Pasteurized. Louis.
I think he was on fumes by the time he got to Wisconsin.
I kind of like
when you
that
do
one.
now, you're a Big Ten rider. You got to deal with 18 teams. That would get old.
That would be a lot.
Yeah, I think by the time he got to Wisconsin, he was out of gas.
Kind of funny though.
Yeah, it was.
That's
It was
pretty well.
Yeah.
It's a well-written statement there. We'll get.
I've not read the whole article. I can't wait to
We'll get to more of the ones we missed here later on in the show.
Read it. It's fun.
I
It's
will.
a fun one.
Tom
delve
Fernelli,
into it.
the CBS. He's the off-season king for CBS Sports. When we come back, hey, you might want to plan a trip for Christmas for Nebraska basketball. Where are you headed to?
Hawaii. The 808.
Oh, there it is. There's the
Mailbag.
Early break of the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round. And their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Clothes dryer not drying like it should? Could be your dryer vent. Call Bryant for a professional cleaning. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
I'm Dave Osted. And I'm Ryan Osted. Every golfer will get value from being custom fit. The truth is, the higher handicappers will get more value from being custom fit than the low handicappers.
It's changed so much since my dad started the business in 1963. We now have hundreds of thousands of dollars in technology, and we know exactly what the spin rate is, what the launch angle is. We encourage you to bring your current clubs in now, and we can compare it. And guys walk out of the store knowing that the purchase they just made is going to give them 21 more yards off the tee box. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Are you ready to take your seeding season to the next level? Now's your chance with Landmark Implement's early order program. Don't miss out on the best deals of the season on new John Deere air seeders and drills, including the N500C Central Commodity System. Experience the ease of operation with the new N500C's intuitive design, simplifying your seeding process and saving you valuable time in the field. Lock in the largest cash discount, snag the best financing rate, and ensure availability on a new drill. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
This is Coach Bill Busch. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Jake, you're a freaking nutcase.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by Beck's Hybrids, the largest independent family-owned seed company who'd like to wish farmers a safe and successful planting season. From any in-season seed needs, find your nearest Beck's Hybrids seed rep at beckshybrids.com. Look at Bill's sweatshirt.
Trevor was at Elks Club last night.
You guys were at Elks Club?
No, Trevor was.
Oh, maybe I thought you were there.
Yeah, me and Jake buzzed out there quick.
Went out to Elks Club.
Elks Club.
Why not?
Got a child and stuff.
No big deal. Nothing going on.
He was out there and he had his T-shirt on, the three-legged stool, and he said everyone was very, very receptive to it, and everyone out there, they're all breakers. The Elks Club is all breakers.
And where's the Elks Club?
What's that? The Elks Club is in York.
Yep.
Oh,
York. Yes.
We got breakers in York.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
All the places.
We're in all 50 states. To prove it,
And
Jake,
Guam.
do the roll call.
No. We're in Guam also. Remember
We're in Guam. We're in
Philippines, Thailand,
Yes.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Panama, Mexico.
I got it.
Should I keep going?
I wonder how many countries we can get tomorrow. That'll be big to find that out.
Tomorrow.
But anyway,
yeah.
they're right now. They're like I said, things are a little slow. Not unloading up seed. It's just the seed's not going in the ground right now. Too wet. But that's a good problem to have. Much better problem to have than that. That's for sure. Like that.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, we got
Bagel Boy sent me to Graham. Yeah, I like the
hat. The
There was a
umbrella.
man that just materialized in front of the studio.
Second straight day.
Yeah.
You got a message on the
What did he
grease
say?
board.
He must live up above or something. He must live
Bagel
right
Boy
above.
sent me to Graham Tire. There's no such thing. It should be Graham Tire.
Yes.
Okay.
Graham.
Elks. Elks.
Anyway, thank you,
Elks,
for Beck's putting their. I said right now they have all the pool tables, shuffleboards. So when the guys come in to load up their seed, they have a little bit of free time. They're not putting it in the ground right now. But what a problem!
So
to
they
have.
do what now? They play pool and shuffleboard.
Yeah, in cornhole. Yeah, in cornhole.
That sounds fun.
They have time to kill when they come up there, fill their trucks up full of seed, and then they hang out for a while. Also, they get a chance to go back and look at all the cool items they get for their rewards program: boats, forerunners, all kinds of things that they get. Yeah, they have a. We should have a rewards program.
I would like
a rewards program. If we do 3 good shows a week, we should get some sort of a vehicle.
What'd you say? What do you get on the lake? A boat and what else?
What's that? A forerunner, like a whatever things you drive around like in the sand dunes.
Jake, what? They're not forerunners. What are they called?
Like a four-wheeler?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, maybe a four-wheeler.
Yeah. So
jet ski is the word I'm looking for. I would
this
like
definitely
a
not a jet ski. This has 4 tires. This is definitely not
on land.
not
here.
amphibious.
Do they have jet skis
Yes.
too?
What's that? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we get a jet ski.
I'm getting a jet ski.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
All right. Well, now what else?
Well, by the way, if you like Trevor and want one of those 3-legged stool shirts, we have them here at the station via
Three-legged stool,
Perch
yes.
Merch. Thanks to Perch Merch for providing those. But we have those shirts here.
Yes, they're very nice.
Check them out. 20
3-legged
bucks.
stool search.
You can buy them online, or you can come out and get it at the studio here. So
They're how much?
$20.
That's pretty cheap.
It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
good material there.
Yeah.
So be like Trevor and get a 3-legged stool T-shirt.
It's good material.
It just feels good. It's nice
comfortable.
cotton. It's nice cotton.
Feels more like it's a cottony dry fit. It's a blend.
Exactly.
It's a blend.
That's right.
It's a
cottony
blend.
dry fit.
And there's 3 stools on there.
There
3
is.
stools.
3-legged
Yeah.
stool. Yep. Come check it out. 464-5685. Call or text as always. Nebraska basketball had some news regarding some scheduling for next year. They know who they're going to be playing in conference play. They will play Ohio State, Iowa, and Maryland on both home and away.
Ohio State,
Maryland, and Iowa are the 3
it's manageable
home and homes.
Mm-hmm.
They will head on the road. They'll host USC and UCLA here in Lincoln.
Awesome.
They'll head to Washington and Oregon as far as the newcomers to the conference. Head to also Purdue, the runners-up last year.
You don't like
college
going
basketball.
to is that Mackey?
Yes.
Don't
Zach
like going to
Edey's
Mackey.
gone, though.
I know Mackey's rough, but UCLA and USC are coming to Lincoln.
Yes.
That's fun. It's fun.
That's pretty cool.
And you'll go to Oregon and Washington of the newcomers in the conference. Those are awake. You
What
want
if
to play
Bill
that?
Walton will be doing another game.
Good.
I'd
I wonder.
like to see Bill Walton.
Wait. Will Walton still do games? It's not Pac-12 anymore.
I don't know.
But if you were the Big Ten, you can't like decline him from From,
I'd like to
you
see,
shouldn't.
I'd like to see Bill Walton at The Graduate the night before.
Yes. Now hold on. Just hold on. Are you suggesting that he would work for the Big Ten Network?
I think he could. It could happen. It could happen.
Are you suggesting Big Ten Network?
Possibly. Why not? They got a lot of games to call. More games than ever to
More
call.
games, yeah.
Or maybe Peacock picks them
That's
up.
a story.
Peacock
could pick up Bill Walton.
That's a story. If Walton would join the Big Ten Network, that's
we
a
have to go
headline.
somewhere. I don't think he's going to do the Oregon State Washington State game every week. Who you guys doing? Well, I got Oregon State again.
You just stumbled on a very interesting topic. I wonder if Walton will be doing Nebraska games.
That'd be awesome. Come to Lincoln, Bill.
God, if Walton,
Bill Walton.
I guess see him at The Graduate. We'll go over to Single Barrel, sit down with him, and talk about his time with the Celtics and when he was in the Grateful Dead.
Well, wouldn't it be crazy if we didn't have him on our show?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
in studio.
Imagine Bill in here, and the first thing I want to talk about the Grateful Dead the most. That would be the thing they would fire me up.
But first of all, he's like 7 foot, so that would freak you out.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it would freak you out immediately.
I have a tie-dye shirt on.
Also, he'd scare you a little bit because he's super intelligent.
Right.
It'd scare you.
Do you know how much
he would make fun of us at times?
Do you know how much fun it would be to have him on this show?
Yes. We'll reach out to him today. We'll DM him.
Yeah.
By the way, the term you're looking for is a dune buggy. People are saying.
Yeah, dune buggy.
Earlier?
I've never heard.
I was looking for jet ski actually.
Side by side dune buggy ATV.
A razor.
Hard for me to get.
They use the term razor, which is like maybe like a brand. Maybe that's like a.
Yeah.
Dune buggy's correct.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing regarding Nebraska basketball
what?
is that if you don't have Christmas plans yet, maybe you want to go to Hawaii because Nebraska basketball is playing in Hawaii in the Diamond Head Classic with other teams like Oregon State, Loyola Chicago, Charleston, Charlotte, and Hawaii. Not exactly a murderer's row there. A chance to win a tournament over Christmas in Hawaii.
Kind of fun to go.
I could see a lot of fans going to that for Nebraska.
Be a fun event to go to. Be nice to have different couple teams in there. I mean, Nebraska traveled to South Dakota to beat Oregon State by like 30.
Right. That was great, though.
Yeah.
It was a big win. It was telling. Hey, say those teams again?
Oregon State.
Okay.
Loyola, Chicago.
They're probably a tougher out than you think.
Yes.
Charleston.
Don't know.
Charlotte.
Have no idea.
And Hawaii. Now, Charlotte's lost all their players. I mean, they were an average team. All these guys have left.
How do you know that?
Because they're all in the portal. You keep seeing Nebraska's after Charlotte players. Igor Milicic from Charlotte, another guy from Charlotte. This guy's going somewhere else from Charlotte.
Yeah, those kind of programs, it's probably safe to say they just get raided. Their good players get raided, right?
Calipari, just talk to the team. There's no team.
That was one of the best quotes I've ever
heard. It really was.
I just talked to the team, and there is no team.
There's no one there. We had a team meeting. There was nobody there. Hey, get the team together. Hey, there's no one there. Like two walk-ons from Arkansas, two guys from Little Rock.
It was an incredible quote.
Two guys from Little Rock and a student manager.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it. Right here.
All right, guys, sit down.
Sit down. What do you guys think? What did you guys think about last year? What went good? What went bad? Well, we didn't win very much. Did you play it all? No. What's your name? Did you just get on the team in the last 36 hours?
I just talked to the team, and there is no team. It was one of the best quotes I've ever heard in my life.
Calipari getting it done.
Incredible.
When we come back, Rick Heyman's Song of the Day next.
70s.
On Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Coach Bill Busch. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Enrique Alvarez Clary, aka Rico, here for The Body Shop. What do you give someone who does so much for you every day? Well, I know what I did for my wife as an early Mother's Day gift. I got her a massage from The Body Shop. Her first ever massage was amazing. Her words, not mine. The deep tissue massage literally melted the stress away and left her feeling refreshed and fully relaxed afterwards. Get the special woman in your life the gift of a massage. Book one today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our annual spring sales event is now underway. We have absolutely huge savings right now at Koppel. New Sierras and new Silverados have a double whammy. Choose from APR starting at 1.9% or discounts over $9,000. Yes, that's right, 1.9% APR or discounts of over $9,000. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street just south of the interstate, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Are you ready to take your seating season to the next level? Now's your chance with Landmark Implement's early order program. Don't miss out on the best deals of the season on new John Deere air seeders and drills, including the N500C Central Commodity System. Experience the ease of operation with the new N500C's intuitive design, simplifying your seeding process and saving you valuable time in the field. Lock in the largest cash discount, snag the best financing rate, and ensure availability on a new drill. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms this morning, then partly sunny and breezy. See a high around 71. Tonight, mainly clear skies with a low around 43. And tomorrow, mainly sunny skies, but a chance of showers and storms arriving late in the day. See a high around 71. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Move over, Jake.
I'm moving. Jeez.
Thursdays are reserved for a man with a wider range of music knowledge than Jake could ever dream of.
This is the golden era. You would hear this on any radio station. You know, it wasn't like it is now. You know, you got country, you got R&B, you got pop, you got rap, you got rock. They didn't have that then. You heard everything.
A man who knows a good song when he hears it, just as much as a good diamond when he sees it.
You get a diamond!
Yes, I do get a diamond. I get a diamond, and that makes me happy.
It's time for Rick Heyman's Song of the Day, sponsored by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket.
Once again, your song of the day, Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on Rick Heyman, Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
What year again?
I don't have the year now. He'll tell us in a second. He'll tell us in a second.
70s.
It's in the 70s.
70s. Josh thinks he had it, and then now he's reversing on us.
We'll find
71. That sounds about right.
71.
Right.
God dang, Bill. I mean, you were in the same boat here. I've contemplated that song since I was a young boy.
Yeah.
I never know if I like it or not.
You couldn't have hit it. You couldn't have hit it better. There's times you're just like, that's pretty incredible. And there's times pretty incredible. Turn it off.
You nailed it.
Yeah,
and you know what? I heard that song last night in my truck driving to Salito Linda, the Mexican restaurant.
You heard Black Dog last night?
Heard it, and just like Bill said, I kind of liked it, but I contemplated turning it off. Partially, Rick, because I've heard it. I don't know. 7 million times.
Yeah.
I mean,
7 million.
Yeah,
a lot.
I'm like, Bill, I like it. It's like a lot of You're right though, Jake. I'm not a big Zeppelin fan.
I teased that. I said,
I'm not a big Zeppelin fan either.
Okay, let's get to a rating. Rick needs to interject at some point. I can't go over 6.1175.
Bill.
Solid. I'm going to go with a 6.1164.
I will go with a 4.2. Not a fan.
4.2.
Not a fan.
Ooh.
Not a fan.
I think Josh can like a little bit better.
Yes.
Josh 7.1.
Yeah, a higher.
I'm going like 8.2 for Josh.
Yeah, go right to 9.
8.2. 9.999. Good job, Sip. Called that one. Read that one well. He's a drummer.
Yeah.
Plays in the band. He likes it. Led Zeppelin. Loves that. Well, we are now joined by Rick Heyman, Sauter Heyman Jewelers. Rick. Good morning, Rick.
What did Josh give it?
9.99999.
Yeah, of course.
No surprise there, Rick.
Josh is such a great kid, and I've really enjoyed getting to know him, and we're going to miss him, gosh darn it.
We are going to miss Josh.
There's some bands, there's some artists that you go see, or speakers or whatever, that you just can't describe what it is about them. And I've always, back in the music days, I called it fairy dust. They just have this thing. And on this song, I call it voodoo. It's just ridiculous. I know you guys don't appreciate it, and that's fine. And I'm not a huge Zeppelin fan either, although certain songs of theirs I truly think are just brilliant. I think all their songs are brilliant. It's just not necessarily my style. But guys, with these scores on that song, I mean, you're really disappointing me here. This is
Jake gave it a 4.
4.2.
4.2. I know. This is voodoo. This is how do you write a song like that, and how do you record a song like that, especially back then? With
there is
no
a skill set there.
No digital, no nothing. Okay, Could we play this again next Monday, maybe?
So Chip gives it a 9. Love that song. Haven't heard it forever. See what I can do with that, Rick. It's possible. It's very possible.
Incredible.
All right.
I'm giving you a break on that just because of your lovely child. However, I want to tell you that's how good that song was. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to hear it twice in a week.
Yes, Maggie May was excellent.
And here's a suggestion. Talk to DP, get the rights to that song, and use that as your opening song because the very first line of that song is, "Wake up, Maggie. I think I got something to say to you."
Okay.
It's not a bad idea.
All right, not a bad idea, Rick. We'll think about that.
There's a mandolin in that song, I believe, too.
Absolutely.
We talked all about that. Yes.
Beautiful.
1 week
Okay,
ago.
birthdays today. Rock and roll birthdays. Lou Gramm of Foreigner. Incredible. One of the
Graham.
top 5 greatest singers. 74. Donald Fagen, Steely Dan, one of the most brilliant songwriters in history. 76. This song, Black Dog, by Led Zeppelin, first track on the band's untitled 4th album, 1971, which has become one of the best-selling albums of all time. Lyrics contain typical bluesman themes of lust, eroticism, and betrayal. Now, one of the lines, our lyricosis there, you and me, Jake, I don't know but I've been told, I used to think it was beetle leg woman ain't got no soul. It's big leg woman.
What did you think it was?
Beetle.
What the hell was that mean?
That's what I thought. Beetle leg woman. I don't know.
I
never knew what he was
when I was 7 years old, I knew it was big-legged woman.
I have to agree with that. I think I always thought it was
I'm just not in your rankings there. I'm not up to your level.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. I didn't know what they were saying. Okay. It releases a single, one of the most instantly recognizable Zeppelin tracks, including in Rolling Stone's 500 greatest songs of all time, which it was number 300, which is absolutely ridiculous. Number 1 in Q Magazine's 20th greatest guitar tracks of all time. The title is reference to a nameless black Labrador retriever the band saw wandering around the Headley Grange studio grounds. The dog would disappear in the evening and return exhausted in the morning before resting all day and repeating his evening sojourns. So Plant believed the lab was spending nights with his old lady. Likewise, the lyrics are narrated by a man obsessed with a woman. Got a flaming heart, can't get my fill. So on and so forth. Now, Jimmy Page, the guitarist there, is a freak. Just an absolute beast, and there's no other ways to describe it. If you notice in that song, there is a section where it goes da 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 da, and then it's a pause, and then it goes da 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 da, and the guitar and the drums are out of sync with each other. That's impossible to play, and in fact, they couldn't even play it on the record. So what they did was they recorded Robert Plant's vocals a cappella, so no music behind him. So he didn't get hung up in that shift of the 4/5 versus 4/4, which sounds like a bunch of technical crap, but it isn't. But it's really
sounds like
weird.
A defense.
There's yes, it is. It's like a defensive
Run the
scheme.
4/5.
There's no other song I've ever heard that on where they go out of sync with themselves on purpose because they created it as a curiosity. So go back and listen to it again and hear how they get out of sync, and then it all comes back together. Led Zeppelin, one of the best-selling music artists of all time. Total record sales are estimated to now when this was written, it was 200 and 300 million. It's actually over 350 million records. And real soon here, we're going to do the top-selling record albums of all time, and you're going to be really surprised by some of them.
Okay.
All right.
So 350 million is probably conservative. I'm guessing 400 million probably. That's like one record for every human being in America, plus, some other country, Sweden or something.
Sweden.
Brazil.
Rolling Stone described them as the heaviest band of all time, the biggest band of the 70s, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's go to the Stump the Sippers and
Ooh,
Coach.
trivia time. Here we go. Sip
Did
first.
this record, this album, Led Zeppelin 4. Now, that's 1970-71 when it was recorded. That's their fourth album already. Now, think about that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Did it sell more or less than 35 million copies?
Oh, God, that seems like a lot. Less. Fewer.
You get a CZ, 37 million as of this counting.
Go for one.
Everybody had that record and Led Zeppelin 1 and 2. Everybody. Could you name one member of the four-piece band Led Zeppelin? This is for Coach. Name one member.
No. That was
can't?
I could help
Same
out.
name.
I could help out.
Same name.
Well, yeah.
Jake is a lifeline.
Yes. How about Robert Plant?
Yes.
Robert Plant.
I would have got that eventually. I would have eventually got that.
Good job, Jake.
And what did Robert Plant do in Led Zeppelin?
Lead singer, guitar.
Lead singer, okay. Jimmy Page, guitar, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones on bass, and John Bonham, probably many, and ask Josh, one of the, if not the top drummer in rock history. Which, that record right there, that song you just played, that is the greatest drummer in rock history. If not number one, he's probably in the top three.
I think he's
Go
third.
listen to that. He played drums like he was going to kill him, and his son Jason, who now plays with a lot of different people, is the exact same. I mean, nobody hits drums harder than that. Maybe Neil Peart from Rush, but that's about it. And lastly, the question for everyone in the room: are they or are they not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, they're in. They have their own floor. They have their own floor.
Yes.
You get Diamond, 1995. One of the very first classes they did it, and of course Bonham, the drummer, he died in 1980. He had a drug overdose. That really sucks. What an incredible talent. So
there you go.
That's what I got.
All right, Rick, what's going on right now at Sartor Heyman Jewelers?
Hey, graduation is right now in many places, and if not, it's coming up. If you want to get the greatest gift you can give to your graduate, forget the car, forget the whatever else you're thinking about, savings bonds. I don't know what people give people these days. Give them a gift of jewelry. Give them something they're going to remember the rest of their lives. This is a momentous occasion. So come check us out on our website at sartorheyman.com. We have a graduation gift guide right on there. Anything from $100 on up. Okay. We'll even engrave the item if you want to get a watch or something like that. I gave my son a watch for his college graduation, and he still has it and cherishes it to this day. Mother's Day is coming up. You got to think ahead on this, guys. You can't come in the day of. If you want to get her a birthstone necklace, rings, things like that to recognize your children, you got to let us know ahead of time. And we've got all that stuff. We can put it together for you in a day or so. But don't wait until the last day. Come into Sartor Heyman, get her. Go look on our website at the Mother's Day necklaces. They're fantastic. Father's Day is just around the corner. Man, have we got some killer watches. Every guy loves a watch, okay? So get him something good. Check us out at sartorheyman.com on Facebook and Instagram. We're posting videos every day on there. My daughter and Katie are doing an incredible job on that. And I'll post more interesting factoids about the incredible, incomparable Led Zeppelin on my personal Facebook at Rick Heyman.
Rick, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
Bye-bye.
That's Rick Heyman's song of the day again, Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. Hour 2 is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm Ryan Osted. Golf is great because it can be whatever you want it to be. If you want to go out and have a competitive 18 holes, you can make it that. If you want to go out and have a scramble and just have the time of your life, if you want to have a charity golf tournament to raise money for some great cause, you can make it that. It is flexible to be whatever you need it to be at that particular moment in your life. And I've needed golf to be different things at different points in my life. And I'm certainly thankful that I was able to learn the game as a kid and continue to play it now as an adult. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Enrique Alvarez Clary, aka Rico, here for The Body Shop. What do you give someone who does so much for you every day? Well, I know what I did for my wife as an early Mother's Day gift. I got her a massage from The Body Shop. Her first ever massage was amazing. Her words, not mine. The deep tissue massage literally melted the stress away and left her feeling refreshed and fully relaxed afterwards. Get the special woman in your life the gift of a massage. Book one today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Hi, I'm Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised in Lancaster County, learning the value of hard work and grit at a young age. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. I know that families and businesses in our community need lower taxes, lower cost of healthcare, and a great education. That's why, as your senator, I helped pass the largest tax cut and made the most significant investment in education in Nebraska history and worked to reduce the cost of healthcare. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on May 14th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for that if you're hosting? Fierce Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and to close out a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you throw a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fierce Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Education is a cornerstone to building a strong, vibrant community. I voted for the historic increase in funding for education in the legislature. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Lincoln is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local business owners and understand the valuable role of education in our community. This is Carolyn Bozin, and I am asking for your vote on May 14th, paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings & Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings & Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, now open in the beautiful Stone building on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers.
Stone.
Have you seen it yet, Sip, or not? Pioneers?
I haven't gotten down that way.
We'll get you down there sometime.
Get you down there. We'll take some pictures.
Okay. Yeah. We'll take some pics at Midwest Bank. What does Steve Schindler have for us today, Bill?
Well, if you're outside today and you kind of just hear that comforting hum of a twin-engine plane, look up and enjoy. Because Steve Schindler is doing his tandem skydiving today. He's a certified instructor in skydiving. So he's doing tandem skydiving today. And they'll land in the bank parking lot.
Oh, of course
they'll land in the bank parking lot. But he's taking up, there's 8 people that signed up today. 8 people have signed up today. The first one's going to go at 8:44, and you'll see him coming down. He's got the American flag behind him when they come in. When they come whipping down like that, but it's a tandem.
Into the lot.
I love the flag.
So
Yes,
basically, they're like zipped together, and then Shin Daddy leads them out. He pulls the ripcord. They enjoy a nice, easy flight down, land right there at the bank, and then Tamara will have a cup of coffee for him.
Now wait a second. I got to get this
Love
straight.
singers.
He's jumping.
He knows
how to do that.
Yes, he knows how to do that. He's certified. He's certified. So when you hear that going on at that,
You know who that is.
all of a sudden you're going to see people. Someone comes. Oh, someone just jumped. Who is it? Shin Daddy. He'll be here. He'll be down in about 4 minutes. If you drive down here, landed right here in the gravel parking lot. Landed here, right there. Have a cup of coffee. But he has to be whisked away to get back to the. Now the nice thing is the Creighton Airport is only about a mile east of town.
Is that right?
Mile east of town. So it's easy for you to get from the bank to right back into the plane and back up again.
Still, that's quite a day for him.
It's quite a day. It'll be
exhausting.
He's
for
doing 8.
Shin Daddy.
He's doing 8.
Invented FDIC. He's a magician.
Yes.
He can jump out of planes. What else did he do
He's
yesterday?
a barber.
The salon.
He
Yesterday,
did
the barber.
barber.
Yeah, the
I wonder
barber.
how'd that go?
It went really, really well. Yeah, did a lot of shaves. A lot of with the hot shaving.
That was a
cream.
success.
That was a big success. I think.
He had the pole.
the pole. Yeah,
This candy stripe pole.
candy stripe pole outside. Don't forget they also had the grease pig contest.
That was
was really
too.
good. That was really, really good.
It's a lot of incredible things.
Thanks,
that made
So
West
you'll hear
Bank.
the plane.
Yes.
Here comes Shin.
Here also you just all look up there. There's Shin Daddy coming
Yeah,
out.
he's made the
Coming in
shot.
hot.
He's doing it how many times?
8.
Good God.
8 of them.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, it sounds
He's going to have a good sleep
of them.
tonight. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is all happening in Creighton, Nebraska.
Creighton, Nebraska. Yes.
Today. Okay,
Well,
it's a big day. Another
Member
big day.
FDIC,
Shout
which
out-
he invented.
Shout out to Midwest Bank and Steve Schindler for always sponsoring Hour 2 and always keeping us entertained with all of his things he's doing up there. He's a man of the people.
Literally up
a
there.
true man of the people.
Yes, he likes to promote the bank.
Yeah,
He
and
likes
this is
to
a good
promote-
promotional.
Good promotion. Jumping out of a plane.
That's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
pretty solid.
Good luck to him.
Yes, and the people jumping with him today.
Sometimes he's kind of a prankster. He says he'll pull the old like cord's not coming out. It's not coming out.
That's not funny.
Then he rips it. Then he rips it.
I
He
would
goes,
tell
"Just kidding.
Shindy, that's
Just
not funny.
kidding." Just
That's
kidding.
not funny, Shindy.
He does it.
Good God.
He does it.
Nice rascal.
Oh, my cord broke.
My cord broke.
Shit, daddy.
All right. Oh, yeah. You have a backup.
Prankster.
We have a backup.
402-464-5685. Call or text as always. Heard some news earlier in the week regarding the SEC and Big Ten developing a plan to share revenue with players. The potential landmark change to college athletics. That's the headline from CBS Sports.
This would be actually 4 conferences that would do it.
Okay.
The Power 4.
They're at their center, though. SEC and Big Ten leading the way here.
Bill has followed this closely. I've just started following it. It's the next. Bill's friend is Ross Dellinger, and he writes about this, and he's very good. He's very good at covering this subject. It's the next. He calls it the next evolution of college athlete compensation, and we're talking about revenue sharing. We're talking about schools taking it in house. I'm talking about revenue sharing with the student athletes is what we're talking about. It moving in-house to the universities and being capped, and what the number they're throwing out is 20 million. So, and this is a Power 4 discussion because it's not going to happen in a group of 5.
No,
because a lot of the group of 5 schools, I'll give you an example here. Ohio State's athletic department revenue last year was 250 million. Okay. Arkansas was 150 million. There's a lot of group of 5 schools that don't even they don't have 20 million of revenue. They have no revenue.
No revenue.
Yeah. So this is not a group of 5 discussion. It's a Power 4 discussion. It's not final. It's fluid, but it's in the case is House versus the NCAA.
Which is they're trying to settle because it's potentially a $4 billion class action lawsuit.
Right.
Which the NCAA can't win.
That's significant.
That they can't win.
Right. So this is what your friend writes, Ross Dellinger.
He is a good friend. Thank you.
Yes, he's a friend of yours. He's been on our show. Any settlement of the case comes in 2 parts. This is what Bill's alluding to. Any settlement of this case, House versus the NCAA, just like it sounds, House, House. Any settlement of the case comes in 2 parts. Compensation owed to college athletes for universities using their name, image, and likeness in broadcast. And then the second part is future compensation model featuring revenue sharing with athletes. So the first part is likely to cost college sports as much or more than $1 billion in back pay owed to athletes over the 4 years preceding NIL. The 4 years in question, 2017 to 2020. A lot of student athletes would get some money, basically. But I don't know why it's just 4 years. I don't know why they only go back 4 years. I don't know that. It's not answered in the article. Doesn't matter, probably.
It's not like it's one of those things where I'd like everyone to get money. That'd be great. But sometimes when the rules weren't the rules, then you just missed out. We've all missed out on things. We're just like, what happened?
Right.
It's like right now, it's kind of like, well, what is there like? I think I have racked up somewhere around $100,000 in student loans. That's what I racked up for going to graduate school and all the different times.
That's pretty big.
Just
Just
to try to move on in this profession, I had to keep taking money out.
Yeah.
Well, people now are getting those all relieved. So can I get that 100? Can I get that 100,000?
Trixie got hers relieved.
Yeah.
Student loans relieved.
Yeah. So
unbelievable.
So I would like to be able to apply and say, listen, I paid mine off.
Oh yeah, because you didn't fall under the
I didn't.
the time frame.
And I paid mine off. But I'd like
paid them off.
I'd like to get the money now. Can I get that money back?
No,
you can't.
No.
I don't know how you go backwards or where you draw the line at 4 years or where that's at. It's kind of like, hey, this is when it started and this is what it is. That's how I see it.
Is the significance of the story is twofold to me. It's as reported by Yahoo Sports earlier this month. I'm just reading straight from Dellinger's article. Administrators briefed on a proposed new revenue sharing model are expected to share as much as $15 million to $20 million per school. Now that would be great. I was telling Jake this yesterday. This is great for schools like Nebraska that are well heeled and that have a that have a collective that's
it's really big in the Big Ten. That's the biggest thing, right?
Well, yeah. Here's the deal. This is the part of it. If you're a Nebraska fan, that you would say, okay, this is not bad for us, or in fact, it's good for us because we're situated so well. These schools will move it in-house under this proposal. Move the revenue sharing in-house where they have to pay student athletes, and it's capped at $20 million. But you can still have a collective that moves above and beyond the cap. So there's some schools that you student athletes will be well paid within the parameters of this law, which is, maybe we'll cap it at 20 million. That's the cap, except collectives can still be in operation, and that would effectively move your cap higher unofficially. So Nebraska is in great shape as they move forward. But, you got to create – it wouldn't be any problem for Ohio State to set aside $20 million out of $250 million. That's 8% of their budget. Okay. At Arkansas, when it's $150 million, but they get $150 million revenue, that'd be 13% of their budget, which is now you're getting pretty high. But Nebraska could handle that very well. There's a lot of schools that it would be a challenge. Think about it. You got to set aside $20 million. It's not a small amount.
It's really good, but it doesn't solve the problem of things being level.
No, it doesn't.
It does not solve the problem of things being level.
Not the slightest.
And the whole thing, they keep talking about we want things to be level for everyone else to have the same, where it's not just an ATM type of situation, and that doesn't do anything for you.
But in the Power Four, it levels it a little bit, right?
Not really, no, because you still have you still have Nebraska collective compared to Purdue's collective. So I mean.
Right, and you still have
you don't all of a sudden
Vanderbilt.
It's not like hey, listen, why do you want to be drafted by the NFC? Huh, why do you think they got more? They can give us more money than the AFC. No, they can't. No. Why do you want to be in the NFL over than the UFL? Because it's way more money. It's a better deal.
Moved on from the level playing field discussion at this point.
But the playing field has to be level whenever you decide what that group is. Yeah. If you say, hey, there's 64 teams. Mm-hmm. It has to be level.
Right now, it's
not level.
This is Power Four. That's all we're talking.
So A&M's like, okay, we have $20 million to spend, which we can take in house, but we still have an extra $900 million to spend outside of that
collective.
So that doesn't,
no, it's not level. Yeah, it's not level. It's not level now. It'll never be level.
It can be.
How?
It's real simple. Like you said, there's just a cap. That's just it. This is what it is.
Everyone,
you have to collectively bargain it both directions of like what we can do.
Well, I'm thinking about the group of five.
I am too. I'm thinking the same thing.
They can't come up with $20 million for their student athletes.
What's that?
No.
What I'm saying is it has to be level. Like let's just take the Big Ten. If you want it to be level, Big Ten would have to say we get $20 million, and your collective can now participate in 10 million or whatever it is. This is what you can have. This is where it's at.
Okay. Anyway, that's where we're headed. Probably 2 years away would be my guess when it will be fully, I keep saying in-house, where the institutions pay the student athletes.
Really what they're doing is they're supersizing the scholarships.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're supersizing the scholarship. It's a scholarship now is room, board, books, tuition, and also you get $58,000 a piece, or whatever it is, whatever that number.
There'll be something. It could be something like that. Now, there's all kinds of questions Jake probably has in his mind. People have in their mind. Okay, now what about the women's basketball players? What about the soccer players? Well, what about them? What about them? I don't know. Now, there's the Title IX implications, which was answered by a lawyer in the Dellinger article very well. People are going to say, do you have to pay the female student athletes commensurate with the male athletes? No. Title IX it's not about revenue, it's about participation. That's the way the lawyers get around it. No, this is about participation. As long as there's equal participation numbers, women competitors.
Opportunities to play.
Opportunities. Thank you. Yeah, it's about opportunities, not revenue. Males can make more than females. It won't violate Title IX. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do see.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, but there's all kinds of other questions. I mean, is it going to be still a matter of like the quarterback's got to make more than anybody on campus? Is that still going to be? I imagine it would be, right? I don't know though. I mean,
where the collective part comes in and be this one super. And always remember, the collective only hits on about, I don't know what the percentage would be, 20% on the football team.
No, it depends, Bill. Every Nebraska player on scholarship is getting NIL, yeah.
But it's way different, though.
Yeah,
it's
way
way
for
different.
some it is, yeah.
Right now, if you're Dylan Raiola, you're the third string safety.
No, it's
not the same.
Not the same.
No, it's not the same. So everything is
Dylan's making a pile of money.
He's making a pile. Yeah, I'm just curious again, how this looks in terms of splitting it all up, and again,
don't know those questions.
But you're right, though. If this is like Northwestern, who doesn't have a great NIL collective, at least you got some money to get $20 million coming in for the university.
Yeah, they have that.
Maybe this encourages people to donate more to the NIL collective. On top of that, knowing that, hey, we can actually get some good players now. We can help out with the $20 million coming in on a yearly basis.
I think Northwestern could do that because of the multimedia rights deals that all these schools they share that. I don't think that would be
even more money.
No, that would be. We don't need to get into all that. It is dangerous radio because it's a pretty complicated discussion, actually. But it's upon us.
The part that comes up, which has been interesting on other radio shows have talked about, or other media have talked about, if they ever divide into the two divisions. And that's when they get into the soccer
two divisions
relegation, which being Power 5, Group of 5, which means you have whatever the number of teams are.
Okay.
Then the other of being that they have a chance to play up, and those who don't put the money and if Vanderbilt doesn't do well, they can get sent down to the Group of 5.
That would be interesting.
Relegation
because there's going to be two different divisions. So it's not really going to be. So eventually, it's not going to be like the SEC and Big Ten. It's going to be more like
one big group.
One big group. It's going to be. They're going to eventually. That's going to happen.
It's funny you say that. I have this memory.
Funny, haha, funny, weird.
Funny, weird. There was a time Jake was there. Jake, you were there. You weren't there at this moment, but it was when Frost was the head coach, and it was 2022, the summer of 2022, and he came off the podium and had a big chaw on his mouth, and we're just BSing.
Mm-hmm.
And he said exactly what Bill said. And this was 2022. He said, "Simple, we're going to a situation where there's like maybe 48 teams in a big power conference, and then everybody else, and there'll be a chance for people to play up. That's what's going to happen." That's what Frosty. I mean, I don't know. That's what he thought.
Well,
he just said just what
the
you
reason
said right
it's
there.
so interesting.
I was like,
is
what?
that when there would be when you get down to potentially playing games to see who gets moved up, and those games would be greatly viewed. Be a lot.
Oh my
of
God!
excitement.
Yes.
They also like whoa, who's playing? Boise's playing Wyoming. Winner goes up.
Okay,
and they get an extra.
That's fascinating.
And
That's
and what do they get next year? They get an extra $120 million.
Okay, I get it. That's
There's
good.
a lot on the line here.
That's good, but how would you like the world? I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying I wouldn't like it. I just don't understand. How would you split up the teams? What would the schedules be like?
Eventually, like the one, what I've been the biggest proponent of is eventually it has to break up, and there has to be a commissioner, and everyone has to pull the same direction.
Regions?
The Big Ten is still pulling their way.
Would there be a conference?
SEC, I don't see it like that. I think the Big Ten and the SEC would basically go away. Yeah. There'd probably be an SEC.
Right.
That'd be like the NFC West or something like that. That'd be that in that spot. But you have to have everybody pulling the same direction.
I know.
Right now, who's pulling the same direction? The Big Ten and the SEC have kind of like formed a coalition.
Isn't
like we're together because we're the most powerful, and then we're going to make some. We're going to do what's best for us. And then ACC and Big 12, you guys just jump on board because you guys have to.
Okay. Powerful.
I'm not a soccer fan at all, but something about relegation is interesting.
Oh, it's interesting.
It just sounds like it makes it every season that much more interesting. Who's going down? Who's going up?
Wasn't that the craziness with?
I kind of love it.
With what's our guy? He's Ryan something. Isn't it Ryan? He's an actor. He's married to
Ryan Reynolds.
Didn't his team get?
It is
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
They own a soccer team.
He owns a soccer team,
and through regulation they went up. Right? They got moved up, and it was mayhem. Absolute crazy.
It's kind of a cool thing.
That's just one.
That's what
you're not stuck in your spot.
That's what goes on. If you don't, goes on in Ted Lasso.
Okay,
that's right.
at any
don't
rate.
don't get too comfortable if you're a team at the bottom.
You're not
You go
really
down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What if Nebraska? What if it's Nebraska?
I know that's scary here, but
You have to kind of bet on yourself a little bit. Like, hey,
Exactly.
listen,
Bet on yourself.
If that, hold it now. Think about this. Yeah, we got moved down. That's ridiculous. Like, well, you probably did something that was ridiculous to get moved down.
Yeah.
You know, that's not the case. So you think Alabama's worried about getting regulated? No, they're not. Right? No, they're not. Is Ohio State worried about, well, this could screw us. We might end up all of a sudden having to play San
It's
Jose
just-
State.
No, the relegation matter is a very small element. I mean, yeah, that would be going on. There'd be relegation. I don't know what
It's like we talked about a while back. It's the most historical time.
Yes.
In sport. The most
It is.
historical time, because what will look like 10 years from now will be
Who knows?
bizarro world.
Filled with uncertainty.
Yes, bizarro world is what it'll be.
And
it keeps going back to, because in the 1980s, the judges ruled that the NCAA had all the power and that you can do everything anything you want to do to keep amateurism. And they finally figured out that was just against the law.
Amateurism.
And so now they've lost every lawsuit. That's how all these things. And right now the NCAA is like, okay, we can't win that one. We can't win that one. We can't win that one.
No.
And so they have nothing. So think about right now, there's no law.
Their NCAA is facing more lawsuits than Trump. It is. It's a long line of people. There's
Airplanes are landing right now. They're landing right now with a couple lawyers getting
with
out.
lawyers.
What do you guys have?
Litigating.
We have a lawsuit. We have a lawsuit. Imagine being Charlie Baker. Imagine having
hard to keep up with it.
Imagine having a staff meeting. All right, what's going on today, guys? well,
lawyers.
There's a lot.
Virginia's going on today, and then Tennessee's going on. Yeah,
lots of stuff. Before we get to break, quick plug for our friends at Landmark Implement.
Landmark.
Shout out of everything from used tractors to used sprayers, seeders, planters, and combines. Learn more at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Oh, I'm telling you, they have incredible equipment. And that when you get inside their equipment, you're like going they're like, yeah, this is used. It's 4 years old. They'd be like, no, seriously. They're like, this is 2024, right? No, this is 4 years old.
Wow.
That's how great it's shaped that it's in. And those tractors and those equipment, they run forever.
They do.
So this is a way to just make yourself as a farmer a lot more money.
What's the place again?
Landmark Implements. You can find your local one or go to landmarkimp.com.
Okay.
When we come back, Bill's Thrills, cool parenting tips Thursday, an early break on the ticket.
Oh, it's Thursday.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
It's the Elway Power Sports Customer Expo, May 10th and 11th. There will be giveaways and free food, half-price tires, and factory rebates as large as $2,500. Used inventory price to sell, parts and accessory specials too. Register for the John Elway football giveaway and get a chance in the money machine with a new vehicle purchase. Factory and aftermarket reps will be on site for the event. The Customer Expo at Elway Power Sports, May 10th and 11th, just south of I-80 on 27th Street.
NIPCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NIPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NIPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit NIPCOinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
The University of Nebraska Rodeo Association is excited to announce the 2024 Nebraska Cornhusker College Rodeo. Come on out to the Sandhills Global Event Center May 3rd and 4th. Cheer on your University of Nebraska Rodeo team as they take on teams from all across the Great Plains region. Friday is college night, and Saturday afternoon kids attend free with purchase of adult general admission ticket at the door. Advance tickets on sale now at sandhillsglobaleventcenter.org. Tickets also available at the Fort South 56th in Lincoln. Don't miss the Nebraska Cornhusker College Rodeo May 3rd and 4th.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
This is Lancaster County Attorney Pat Condon reminding you to vote for my friend and colleague, Carolyn Bozen. Carolyn Bozen is a strong voice for Lincoln who we need representing us in the legislature. Carolyn Bozen voted for historic funding for education to support our schools and for the largest property tax relief package in Nebraska history. Carolyn Bozen is the voice we need representing us in the legislature. This is Lancaster County Attorney Pat Condon. Join me in supporting Carolyn Bozen for legislature on May 14th.
Paid for by Bozen for legislature.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money in your meat and groceries. Now through May 5th, enjoy Cinco de Mayo specials. USDA choice skirt or flank steak for $9.99 per pound. Thin slice carne asada, $8.99 per pound. Party-sized Frito-Lays, $3.88 per bag. And 24 packs of Budweiser or Bud Light for just $17.99 each when you buy two. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. 2024 wheat harvest is upon us, agriculture at its finest. Schemper Harvesting is a custom harvesting operation out of Holdridge that is starting to build a crew for the 2024 season that harvests crops from Texas to Montana starting May 15th. Drive trucks from field to market and operate combines and tractors pulling grain carts. Room and board is provided with a competitive wage. Take an adventure and join them for the upcoming harvest and do something others wish they would have done. Call JC at 308-999-2973 or apply online at schemperharvesting.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
This, I'm not on drugs, I'm not drunk, is Early Break with Zip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We'll get to Bill's Thrills in a second. Before that, quick plug for our friends out in Holdridge. Score One Smoking. Score One. Chris says he's the king of catering. He is
the king of catering.
He truly is. He's got great barbecue sauces and rubs at scoreonesmoking.com. Also on Facebook and Instagram. But he is the true king of catering.
He's
everywhere.
the guy you want to have over to the house. We have an event going on. You want to get a hold of him. Imagine him showing up with the big rig.
Big Rick.
All of a sudden,
Here he comes.
Here he comes. He's here. What's he going to do? Smoke meat. How about that? Right in front there. Just pulling up. It's incredible. I've seen it live, guys. I've seen it live. I've had it 3 times. I've had events that he has catered. I went down to Orleans, Nebraska. He brought the rig down there, and it was incredible.
What kind of rig is
What's
it?
that? Just a giant I think he's got dualies on it on the pickup.
Okay.
And he's pulling some stuff. Yeah. It's incredible.
He's got a big dually.
Yeah. Cheesy potatoes.
Oh,
and the meat. Oh, I'm
Cheesy
telling
potatoes.
you.
Sounds so good.
It's really good.
Does sound good.
That's where I'm whipping fat out the window.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can purchase your own rubs and sauces online at score1smoking.com. You don't have to be local. You can be in California. You can be in.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
He'll have a hard time getting out to Arizona to cater for you. But he can get his stuff out there.
Yeah.
And also, he can send you product, too. He can send it overnight. He can send the meat.
They can overnight it.
Meat, overnight it.
Really?
Overnight it.
Mm-hmm.
Overnight it. Right now, if you're in Seattle and you want some nice some smoked meats, he can get it to you by tomorrow.
Is that right?
Yeah. Seattle, call him.
Check out the website.
Overnight.
Score One Smoking without the G. Score1smoking.com. Chris, good guy out in Holdridge.
Incredible.
All right. It is time, without further ado, for Bill's Thrills on a Thursday. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
this
We
could be
need it.
bonanza.
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 to help plan your financial future today. Bill, the floor is yours.
Forgot to mention, this is on me, but airplanes aren't cheap and gas isn't cheap for those airplanes. Mid-Plains Advisor sponsoring Shin Daddy today with the airplane. They're the ones that got the airplane for him.
Really?
They're the ones that are financing the whole thing.
That's not. Yeah.
And they didn't write a check. They just gave a big stack of cash. Here you go. Just here you go. Just take as a roll. Just here you go. Take that. You good?
I need a roll.
I need a roll. Yeah.
Count it up. It's all there.
Yeah, it's all there. Don't worry about it.
roll.
Don't worry about it right there, because then they're like, Steve's like, that's a lot right now. He goes, from the time I just handed you that, we just made this. So it's not a big
not
deal
a lot at all.
It's not a big deal.
Times are not tough.
Don't stress
Let's
that.
not act like they are.
Yeah, they're not. Just like that. I was wondering too, when Travis Kelce, they said, got his new contract, got a big new contract.
I think he got
17
million a year.
For a couple of years.
2 years, 34 million.
Imagine Taylor Swift's like, I just made that yesterday.
Yeah. Made that right?
Yeah.
Now. Right now.
17
Yeah,
mil.
man, she looks down her nose at that for sure.
Yeah, that's like,
Like,
all right,
what's your problem?
Yeah.
That's cute, Travis.
Maybe I
That's
should
not-
move on.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
That's cute.
That's fun. But look at this.
That's all they're paying you.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
get
look
some
at
Pfizer going.
yeah. Look at this number. What do you think of this? I gave away $250 million in bonuses.
He's getting a lot from Pfizer.
You're just a little peasant, Travis.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, please.
We got
Bill's
it.
Thrills.
Bill's Thrills.
Are we doing it
There's
today?
the flip. See the
Well,
flip?
we thought we'd hit on a cool parenting tip. I think this is something that you want to try to ingrain in your kids. It's going to be hard. So I had an interesting conversation in Tacoma. I was in Tacoma a couple nights ago to speak at an event. And afterwards, I connected at Ronnie's Bar with some of my parents' friends. These are they're in their 90s now.
Really?
Yeah, in their 90s. Had a great conversation.
Monday night?
And they talked about how much fun they had when they were all together for, a great span of 10, whatever years, tons of fun. And one of the things that came up 3 times, they said, you know what? We really didn't spend that much money. We were just doing fun things that everyone getting together. It wasn't that.
Tell me more.
So it led me to a cool parenting tip. Cash is calming. Cash is calming. Freaky fun is within your budget. Cash is calming. Freaky fun. So here's the thing. Everything's expensive price of vacation on event equals the finest of times. That's not true. It is not true. It is not true. The money. I want to be helicoptered in. I want to be helicoptered into. We got helicoptered into a lodge in Aspen, and it was the greatest vacation ever. No, doesn't happen that way. The most I've ever laughed in my life was on a fishing vacation.
Yeah.
We were in a cabin made of 2x4s and plywood. 2x4s and plywood, and I laughed.
Crude.
6 hours right there with Duke, Chalky, Brett, Shin Daddy, Mike Shipwright, and myself. 6 hours, the hardest laughing I've ever had in my life.
Really?
That was it. That was the vacation time. So it wasn't like,
who's that Duke?
What's that? Duke was there, Chalky, Brett Wall, Shin Daddy, Mike Shipwright, my cousin, and myself, 6 of us.
Chalky.
It went on for 6 hours. It was the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. And the cabin we were in was made of plywood. Cabin we were in was made of plywood like that. Best family vacation I've ever been on in my life for a one-night stay for us right there. A Holidome. Yeah, old school Holiday Inn in the 70s. Oh, back then probably about $45 a night.
Yeah.
So I guess you could do. You could swim in the
You
pool.
love the Holidome.
You could putt golf.
Yep.
All the same. All one big Holidome had all the stuff set for.
And I got a question for you. This was the key of the Holidome. Your room, the sliding glass doors open to the inside.
Yeah, went to the Holidome.
Open to the inside.
Yeah,
they did. And you could go from the pool right to your room through a sliding glass door. Yeah.
Then you want to play putt? Yeah, I got it. How about shuffleboard? You want to do that?
Just walk around your gym in your
swimsuit. All of a sudden like that. Hey, you want to finish that hole? Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna go dive in quick. It didn't cost you. That set us back. Like $9-10 $10. No, it didn't. It's $44. Most fun you've ever had.
Go dive in quick.
Spring break. Went on spring break for $500. Really? Some of the $500 back in the day, probably what it was, $500-600. The most incredible time you've ever had in your life like that.
It doesn't have to be expensive,
but yet we think that magic is the luxury.
That is beautiful.
Teach your kids that the greatest memories will be on budget.
Yeah, you don't have to chop her into Aspen.
Yeah. I know.
Kind of fun.
And there's someone's going to push back. Somebody like going, "Yeah, we took the kids. It cost us $22,000 to go to Disney." That won't be your greatest memory, your greatest thing. If you think about your greatest times, your most fun you've ever had in your life, it's never like, what's the most fun I've ever had in my life now? It set me back a couple years.
No.
But nope, that's never what happened. Or like for me, a lot of it is games, victories, places where it was euphoric type of thing. There's never been a vacation. The only thing I could ever think that would be worth, like, what would be something to be worth spending ridiculous money on? It'd be like, okay, if Johnny Cash was still alive and I could get him for $50,000 to spend a weekend with us at the cabin and just sit and play music, that would be cool.
That would be worth it.
That'd be worth it. That would be worth it. But the other stuff, it's not. I've been on some vacations that were expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I've ate $100 steak.
Yeah.
No. I'd rather be at the Blue Moon. Yeah, rather be at Outback. Exactly.
Right. With friends.
Anything come up with you? Funny. When's the hardest time you ever laughed, Steve? When was it?
I don't know.
The most fun you've ever had. When would it be?
Well, I was young. I mean, I'm thinking of.
Would it be when?
I hate to name names.
Would it be
leave people out?
When your buddy said, "Hey, Sip, jump in"?
Ross.
Yeah. And how much did that trip? Didn't cost anything. And you
virtually nothing.
And you just want to jump in the
Gulf of Mississippi. My brother's wedding. Yeah, it was my brother's wedding.
Hey, Sip, jump in.
No, it was this. He said we're not jumping in the Gulf of Mississippi. The whole way down, I was going, hey, we got to go to the Gulf of Mississippi, jump in. He goes, no, we don't have time. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it because we just don't have time. So we stopped there and we're going to eat. We're eating sandwiches. And I go, I got to go to the bathroom. And there's some outdoor bathrooms up there, And I went up there and I came back. Hoss was gone. And he goes, hey, what are you waiting for? And he was in the water. He was in the Gulf. But it didn't cost anything.
Didn't cost anything.
No, we had sandwiches in the trunk.
In the trunk.
That's what we were eating. I mean,
better times.
And it didn't.
Jake,
right, though, it
anything
didn't cost anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've had a lot of good times where I've laughed, but probably just at the
You and
lake.
Seth?
Yeah, just playing golf.
You and Seth?
Yeah, it doesn't cost that much money to play golf.
No.
$50 to play golf. We've had some great times. A lot of times we yell at each other also, but we had some great times in the golf course. Out in Friend, Nebraska. Me and Seth had some great times going to Friend, Nebraska.
You just think
golf
of
course.
Think of road trips, this, that, you name it.
A lot of times,
everything. Yeah. There's never a time when you really go down like, tell me your greatest time of your life. Well, we went on a vacation.
Right.
Now it did. It cost us $28,000.
No.
To do that. No.
It's usually not that way.
People you're with. Anything that the text people agree or disagree.
Here's some response from the text line. A lot of the stuff comes back to the Holidome.
The Holidome was incredible.
It was good.
Yeah.
That was
Sean in Omaha says, yes, Bill, we would spend a weekend at the Holidome in Kearney in the 80s. Best time. Swimming, arcade, shuffleboard,
Elephant's Eye.
Godfather's Pizza.
Yes.
Goal.
Yeah.
Who in Columbus?
Bert!
Catfishing on the river with my brother. 30 beers and some bait.
Yeah. Think about that. Best time you ever had.
Whoa, no. Yeah, there you go.
Good.
Yeah, we used to go out on the loop.
Yeah, going fishing.
And just screwing around.
Yeah,
That was
you're
right.
The drive up,
no money.
The drive up on a fishing trip, just driving wherever you're going in the car, was as hilarious of time with like 5 or 6 of your buddies and talking through it. My dad was in the cabin that night, and he was the next day. We looked at us like, "What happened last night?" It was 6 hours of
uproarious laughter,
ridiculous, and Duke holding court. Duke holding
court.
Yeah, he holds court. He had a lot. There's a lot of Duke stories. Some we can't tell.
Hoss is like that.
Troy says the elephant's eye. Oh Lord, on the text line.
Oh,
Elephant's eye.
That was part of it. You go up there, and you can get like a hurricane or something like that up there in the elephant. It's a bar. It was built like a tiki hut. And you walked up into it, but it overlooked the pool. And let me ask you this: can you smell the Holodome right now?
Yes.
Oh, you can smell it. The chlorine.
Yep.
Oh, and you walk.
It's hot.
It's very hot.
Yeah.
And you were a kid, like I said. And you slid the window open and the door open. And
the sliding glass door.
Sliding glass door, and you just be in your shorts.
Yeah.
And you're
just walking around,
dripping. Yeah, just walking in and out.
Yeah.
In and out. God.
See, this was the New World Inn in Columbus. It wasn't the Holodome. No. Columbus had one though, and we went to it.
Couple more. Husker Mike in Waterloo says 100% agrees. Simple vacations are the best. All about the people. It's all about the people.
Yeah, people too.
Laughs.
Laughs. It's not about the luxury. It's like, what do you guys think? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get about 10 people together. We're going to spend $400,000 on this vacation. It'll be epic.
Caribbean.
It'll be epic.
Resort.
No, it won't. It won't be epic. It won't be. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. It won't
says
be epic.
the best nights are after 10 with a deck of cards and a case of beer on an old table.
That's a good one.
That's a good
one. Some blackjack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Better times.
Just plain blackjack. You don't even need. I mean, I hate to say this because some people disagree, but I really don't need booze. I mean, blackjack's just fun to play.
Dave and Fulton. By the way, I have a gift for you guys from Dave and Fulton.
nice.
Thanks for the gifts. I forgot to give it last week, but Dave says potluck at the Wausau Park with aunts, uncles, and cousins. Play games and sit around in lawn chairs. Better times.
Yeah, better times.
Lawn chairs.
It's not about the luxury. You have to have cash. Yeah, like I said, cash is calming because that helps you. We need to have I have a job that has insurance and this and all those things. I get that, but the other part of it, it's always 100%. The top 100 times in my life have nothing to do with money.
Oh,
nothing.
Interesting.
To do with
I'm trying
top
to think
100
of that.
times.
Yeah, that's probably right.
One last time, Bill. Your headline, please, for today. Sorry, you're mid drink there.
Cash is calming. Freaky fun is always within your budget.
That's really good.
That is Bill's Thrill,
Good
sponsored by
headlines.
Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Call them today at 402-730-7387. It's time to play the game show here on a Thursday. Give us a call at 402-464-5685. On Sunday, it's Cinco de Mayo. Today is Dos de Mayo. There's a big celebration for Dos Equis today. Dos de Mayo. They like to kind of go ahead of time. Dos de Mayo.
Is that right?
So, as a tribute to Dos de Mayo and Cinco de Mayo, today is Spanish foods and drinks.
That's right.
Hispanic?
Yeah, I'm going to give you the word
Simple,
in Spanish.
this is right
what
in
is
your-
in English?
What's that?
I will give you the word in Spanish.
Did you use Tortuga?
Nope. You tell me what the word is in
Turtle.
English.
Okay.
I'll give you the Spanish word.
And these are foods and drinks.
That's right.
Okay.
In
Simple.
Spanish.
You should kill them.
I mean, I only really know burrito and market.
I'm the same way. I'm just like
464
hard shell taco.
5685. Shut up, Sipple starts
Tortilla.
right now.
We've all been
nachos.
You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Takedown Sip and Trivia. I think you guys are 2-1 in the week. 2-1. Is that right, Josh? 2-1. Yep. Josh almost fell asleep.
He was
there.
so out.
Yeah.
He was so out of it.
Josh is checked out.
He's checked out.
Checking out.
He's checked out. He's like, I'm out of here. I got a job.
Yep.
I'm checked out.
We got Jerry. Jerry, how do you feel about Spanish foods and drinks today?
We're going to give it a try.
Okay. All right. Bill's a lifeline for Sip for one question as always. Let's see if he's useful today for Spanish foods. The Spanish words.
Spanish foods. This is unreal.
All right, Jerry, first question goes to you. What drink is cerveza in Spanish?
That would be beer.
That would be beer. Yes, it will.
Don't overthink that.
No one would have got that one.
Don't overthink. Exactly. All right, Zip. First question, down 1 zip. What fruit is manzana in Spanish? Manzana. Manzana. M-A-N-Z-A-N-A. Manzana.
An orange.
Is it an orange? No. Do you want that one, Jerry, or not?
Yeah, I'm going to take a hard pass on that.
That would be an apple. Apple is manzana.
I would have needed an hour.
I've never heard of
For
that.
the win, Jerry, last question. What fruit is naranja in Spanish?
5 fruits.
5. Lime.
Lime.
They were limes.
Not.
I'm
a
taking
lime.
a hard pass. Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, we pass.
You should have guessed that was orange that time. That was an orange. All right, for the tie, Sit to force the tiebreaker. Bill is in play. What vegetable is lechuga in Spanish?
He got surveys. He got
lechuga. Don't think about this one.
Okay, I am thinking
the
about
vegetable.
Lechuga.
Lechuga.
Get some lechuga. I don't have the foggiest, but I don't want to say something stupid. I want to give myself a chance.
Well, it's a vegetable then of some sort.
Right. Thank you.
5
Green
seconds.
pepper.
Lettuce is lechuga. Lettuce.
Interesting game. That was interesting.
No, you lost.
That's fun. That's fun.
Jerry, congrats with your Bengals. Thanks for calling in and calling down the road.
Those are very simple.
Yeah, that was easy.
Beer, lettuce.
He said, "Shut up."
Orange.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to make it overly difficult, but I guess it was.
What's this dose?
So
dose what?
Dos Equis. Dos de Mayo. Dos is 2.
Okay.
They have their
Mayo
own day?
is May. Day is of.
Oh.
2nd of May.
So
May
this is
2nd.
this is like a holiday?
Well, Dos Equis likes to claim this as their own day
Oh.
because Dos Equis.
You understand?
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo, of course, they get that also because it's Mexican beer and everything, and everyone celebrates that.
All inclusive.
Right, but this is their own day, Dos de Mayo. Dos Equis.
I told you guys I was at Slito Lindo last night. The Mexican place right over the
Yes.
viaduct over here.
Resto Street. Yeah.
And I was taken aback by the man next to me ordered nachos. They didn't have nachos cheese. That's not really something you order, is
No.
it?
At Mexican place? No.
Yeah.
No way.
It's like, what are you doing?
Don't get that. Yeah. No way.
You don't order.
Get
They
free-
just said we don't serve that.
Get the free chips and salsa, and then get a burrito, a taco,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
enchilada.
Nacho
It's
cheese.
very simple here. Don't overthink. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a McDonald's.
Tiebreaker before we get to
Bill?
break. Bill, in what year was the first Cinco de Mayo celebrated?
Okay, this is interesting.
Yes, it is.
You could miss this by a long way.
I could miss it by 100 years. The chance. Celebrated.
Yep.
1922.
Oh, that's a good guess. I was going to say like early 1900s.
1863.
I was going to say 1872.
Not that bad. I mean, only 60 years off. It wasn't 100. It's not that bad.
I could miss this by 100 years.
He didn't.
had no
But you
idea.
didn't, though.
Okay, say the year again.
1863.
That's how long they've been celebrating Cinco de Mayo?
Yes.
Wow.
Commemorates the anniversary of Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla.
1865, you said?
1863.
1863, just open a bunch of Coronas up.
Sounds like a good day. Good day to
does.
me. So,
It does.
way to go, Jerry. Low scoring game today, but it's a win's a win. So, it's all right. When we come back, the spillover on early break of the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round. And their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
RC's Boxing Production is proud to present the new prospects at the Complex. Come enjoy a show of Lincoln's best professional and amateur boxers on Saturday, May 25th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. You won't want to miss this event. It's the new prospects at the Complex on Saturday, May 25th at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, right off of Cornhusker Highway.
At Weedman Lawn Care, the term care in our name is more than part of our title. It's the heart of our company culture. If we don't care and support our team members, how can we expect them to care for you and your lawn? As evidenced by Weedman's 5-star reviews online, we consistently show our sincere care for our customers' needs. And we absolutely care for the communities we serve by donating to local schools, baseball fields, food banks, and the Ronald McDonald House. Go to weedman.com now. Our caring culture will give your family the lawn it deserves.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
The University of Nebraska Rodeo Association is excited to announce the 2024 Nebraska Cornhusker College Rodeo. Come on out to the Sandhills Global Event Center May 3rd and 4th. Cheer on your University of Nebraska Rodeo team as they take on teams from all across the Great Plains region. Friday is college night, and Saturday afternoon, kids attend free with purchase of adult general admission ticket at the door. Advance tickets on sale now at sandhillsglobaleventcenter.org. Tickets also available at the Fort South 56th in Lincoln. Don't miss the Nebraska Cornhusker College Rodeo May 3rd and 4th.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
2024 wheat harvest is upon us. Agriculture at its finest. Schemper Harvesting is a custom harvesting operation out of Holdridge that is starting to build a crew for the 2024 season that harvests crops from Texas to Montana starting May 15th. Drive trucks from field to market and operate combines and tractors pulling grain carts. Room and board is provided with a competitive wage. Take an adventure and join them for the upcoming harvest and do something others wish they would have done. Call JC at 308-999-2973 or apply online at schemperharvesting.com.
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
Is Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Lincoln Industries. Looking for a job or a change of scenery? Check out the jobs at LincolnIndustries.com. 2 locations in Lincoln. LincolnIndustries.com. AD is with us for the spillover. AD, good to see you.
Good morning, fellas. Good morning.
Hey, did you hear about the no-hitter last night? Nebraska baseball.
First
Jackson
time in
Brockett.
60 years?
Since 1954.
Yeah.
None of us in this room were around.
70 years. That's 70 years, right?
Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, 70 years.
70 years?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
No,
1954.
no. It can't be 70. That's 60.
No, it's 70.
No.
That's 70.
It is. Gosh, I'm getting old. It is 70.
That's 70.
Son of a biscuit.
Jackson Brockett.
12 strikeouts, 9 innings, which number one is rare to begin with for a starter in college baseball to go 9 innings. But 9 innings, complete game, no hitter. 12 strikeouts.
Yeah, Kansas State's a top 40 RPI team too, so he didn't just do it against a bad team.
Right.
Nebraska did need a midweek win.
Yes,
I think they had been 0-0 for the last 5. Is that right?
0-5.
Yeah.
Man.
Huskers, as of this morning, number 20 in the RPI.
See, this is an interesting conversation because sometimes people, because of the losses to Creighton, swept by Creighton, because of their struggles in the midweek, people try to frame up the season as not going very well. They're what in the RPI?
20th as of this morning.
Nebraska
They moved
20th
up
in the
to 20th.
RPI. They're second in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
A half game out or a game out. No, they're having a good season.
Yeah.
They had an amazing start, and they've been okay the last 10, 15 games, but it's because they had such an amazing start. We're comparing to this 20-5 beginning where they were ranked in the top 25, and then they kind of came back to earth a little bit, but they're still a good squad, like you said.
I think you're right, Jake. I think at the end of March they're 20-4, 20-5. So April has
they were 20-5.
April wasn't as good to them.
They had good sweeps against South Alabama in College of Charleston. I mean, they had some really impressive showings out there. And they've been good in conference play also. So
back into the conference play this weekend at Minnesota. Minnesota's 6-9 in the league. Just go up there and make some hay.
Yeah.
Stay in the race.
Yep.
Stay in the race.
Yesterday, we'll talk about it too on the show. Yesterday, I think psychologically was big for the team. And to do it in dominant fashion, the way they did it, is icing on the cake too. I mean, just win. I don't care if it was 2-1 or 1-0, but to do it in the style they did it gives them a pretty good wind of their sails as they head up to Minnesota.
No hitter. Brockett threw 107 pitches. Is that right?
That's 100. Yeah,
that's
not
really
bad.
efficient for 9 innings.
I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if usually I would think in a 9-inning game like that, you'd be up around the 120, 130 range in pitches, maybe more.
Well, he was putting in quick work with them.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Royal starter, Seth Lugo, yesterday. It went 7 innings, 1 hit, 1 run allowed. He had about 106 pitches in 7 innings.
Right.
And he only allowed 1 run. He was very efficient.
Right.
And 107 pitches in 9 innings is very good. That's why they allowed him to go do it.
Exactly.
It feels like at 125, they would not allow
I
him
wonder
to finish
about that.
He is very close to that threshold.
Yeah,
But
I wonder what do you do in that situation? If you got a guy with a no-no and he's up in that 125, 130 range, you let him keep going? I don't know. It's just there's a lot of variables in that discussion. But it depends who the guy is.
Yeah.
It depends what kind of pitches he's throwing. What's there's not everybody's built the same.
No, but also, I think it's important to say if that was ever in question, his last 2 outs were strikeouts. So he still was throwing heat at the end of the game.
He was throwing heat.
12 strikeouts.
The play that it was a great play, I think, by the third baseman to first base to preserve the no-hitter was impressive as well.
Okay.
It was
Defense helped out, but 12 strikeouts is 12 strikeouts for Jackson Brockett. So awesome outing for him.
Yeah, that's fun.
A cool thing to see. First time in 70 years.
How about that? A 9-inning no-hitter.
That's something.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it hasn't happened. I am.
Well, it's not easy. Again, guys just don't go 9 innings in college baseball very often. It's very rare for that to happen. Even when Nebraska a couple years ago, and Cade Povich which is now almost to the majors, he was going 7, 8 innings, hardly ever 9, hardly ever. He was a stud.
Oh,
for Nebraska.
Yeah.
It was good to see.
But
what else is going on, AD?
You know what, man? I've been thinking a lot about
what
the quietness of Nebraska's portal.
Oh, I know.
I was
really
just,
quiet.
Yeah, we're going to discuss that, but it was very quiet and pleasantly so. And it doesn't mean that, you won't have it again, but they know for the summer, you can breathe a little bit.
Here's the deal, AD. I heard this yesterday. The spring portal is pretty quiet all over. It is. The December portal is when you're going to see about 80% to 85% of the transfers.
Yeah.
80 to 85% is what I heard yesterday.
Season gets over.
Yeah.
They're starting to, they're jogging.
So it's quiet at Nebraska now, but it's pretty quiet generally
Nationwide.
speaking. Yeah. But it is quiet.
Yeah.
It is really to have only 3 guys go in one
scholarship.
Yeah. That's quiet.
It was quiet. It's guys, I'm granted it's only year 2. And but you can, and Sip, you've been around this program how many years now?
Oh, I'll say covering it full time 27.
27 years. You have seen 6 coaches?
Yeah, head coaches.
You've seen 6 head coaches, 6 different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
And going into year 2, obviously it's early, but you're seeing remnants, if you would, not remnants. You're seeing remnants. You're seeing characteristics that are forming for a culture that knows who they are.
Yeah.
And who they want to be. And that's encouraging. So what that means for the year, I don't know.
I
don't know though. But I like what I'm seeing because you know what, Sip? It's not a bunch of talk and coach speak. There's some coach speak because that's part of it.
Always is. Yeah.
It always is, regardless of what program. But you're seeing amongst the players, and you're seeing, and a key thing for me, I think it was their second episode or third episode for that Nebraska documentary they do all the time, to see a guy like Giff to where you see it player-led again. That's what I wanted to see. If the players are bought in, and the way that he was on those guys' tails, over and over in that senior leadership, Polar Bear, Ty Robinson, Giff, that they were the ones that were instilling what Nebraska culture always was and what it needs to be again. That was encouraging. Now, does that equate to things on the field? We don't know yet. But you know what? That's where it starts.
I agree.
That's where it starts because you look at Nebraska perennial teams. I know people say always back to the 90s. Well, that's our point of reference because that was the successful time.
That was the best. I never mind going back there.
So that's the point of reference. You're seeing guys have hints of that to where the players are the one taking initiative saying no. In fact, there was a lot of explicitives they couldn't share because they were so in each other's tails, encouraging each other. That was the part I like to see because when it's more the players and the coaches, you're on to something.
That
you're on to something.
Yeah, and Rule makes that clear. And that's not just at Nebraska. That's everywhere. When Nebraska was clicking, though, that's what it was. Now, what I'd say about Rule is it seems like the culture has settled in quickly. That's what I give him a lot of credit for.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only in the second spring, and it looks like it's taken hold already. Sometimes it doesn't go that fast.
And you know what, Sip? I think that's a testament to where Rule knows who he is as a coach, as a person, number one, knows who he's a coach, and the guys he brought around him, which is different than some other staffs. He brought guys from various places. Now, he had worked with many of them before, but he brought in guys that have the same mindset to where he didn't have to train the coaches as well.
No, he didn't have to train.
You know what I'm saying? They knew him. They knew what he stood for. They knew how he ran a program. And they know that he acts quick, and he knows how to find diamonds in the rough.
He does.
He's a little unorthodox in some of the things they do.
Oh, my God,
You think about Foley, 100 and some plus schools. When he first got, he was constantly taking pictures.
taking
pictures.
Yeah. Oh, you mean going around?
Because he realized, you know what? We have to go survey the land, and I have to start putting up that barbed wire fence immediately around my own state. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to get everybody because we didn't get everybody in Nebraska, but they're going to know I'm here. I'm going to be present, even right down the street in Lincoln High. That was the first time that coach had been there in years.
I know, it's weird.
And it's 5 minutes. You can walk there from the stadium in 15 minutes.
Just say hello.
Just say hello.
You ride your bike over.
Show that you care.
But Rule and staff says it's not only going to be me. Every one of you getting on this train, we're putting on miles, man.
Yeah.
We're putting on miles. We got work to do.
The other thing about Rule, I'm sure you've noticed, AD, because you're in this, you're a communicator. His messages are very consistent, and they're consistent. They're Rule's message you hear from his assistants. You don't get mixed messages. I've covered coaches here where there were mixed messages.
Sip, you've covered coaches where the assistants weren't even allowed to talk.
Well, there's that. Now, Rule's careful about that too.
Yeah.
And
One voice.
Yeah. Well, Rule, his coaches echo what he says.
Yeah.
Rule's interesting because he watches what his coaches say.
Observant.
He watches the videos and he watches what his coaches say. Yeah, he's watching everything. The thing I say about Rule all the time is he is a leader. He's definitely a leader. We'll see what kind of coach he is. He's got a proven track record at the college level, but I don't question this about him. He's a leader. He's interested in being a leader. He approaches everything like he's the leader, and you do know who's in charge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can't say that. I haven't been able to say that all the time here.
Yep.
But you know who's in charge of this program.
That is it for us. The Drive with Raf, AD, and Amon. Joining us next with Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
At Weedman Lawn Care, the term care in our name is more than part of our title. It's the heart of